wanna meet you.
Come and talk to me.
Tell me where you might go.
Yeah.
Can I talk to you? I really
wanna know you. Come and talk to me.
Come and talk to me. You ain't gotta
hide from me. Oh.
I really wanna meet you.
Can I talk to you? Come and talk to me.
I really wanna know you.
I really wanna be yours. Come and talk to me.
Come and talk to me. I really wanna meet you.
Come and talk to me.
I can feel your energy
so deep. Can I talk to you?
I really wanna know you.
Come and talk to me. Come and talk to me. I really wanna know your heart.
Your heart. Come and talk to me.
Come and talk to me.
I really wanna meet you.
Come and talk to me.
Tell me what you've been through.
Can I talk to you? I really wanna know you. Come and talk to me.
Come and talk to me.
You can put your trust in me, in me.
I really wanna meet you.
Can I talk to you? Come and talk to me. I really wanna know you.
I really wanna hear you speak.
Speak to me. Come and talk to me. Come and talk to me.
I really wanna meet you.
Come and talk to me.
I can feel your energy.
So sweet. Can I talk to you? I really wanna know you. Come and talk to me. Come and talk to me.
I really wanna be your peace.
Your peace.
Come and talk to me. Come and talk to me. I really wanna meet you. Come and tell me. Tell me where your mind goes.
Yeah.
Can I talk to you? I really wanna know you. Come and talk to me. Come and talk to me. I really wanna know you.
I really wanna meet you.
Can I talk to you? I really wanna know you. I really wanna be yours. Come and talk to me. Come and talk to me. I really wanna meet you. Come and play me. I can feel your energy. Can I talk to you? I really wanna know you. Come and talk to me. Come and tell me. I really wanna know you. Your heart. Come and talk to me. I really wanna know you. Come and talk to me. Come and talk to me.
I really wanna meet you. Come and talk to me. Tell me what you've been through, yeah. Can I talk to you?
I really wanna know you.
Come and talk to me. Come and talk to you. Come and talk to me. You can put your trust in me.
I really wanna meet you.
Can I talk to you? I really wanna know you. I really wanna hear you speak. Speak to me.
Come and talk to me. Come and talk to me.
I really wanna meet
come and call me. I can feel your energy.
So sweet.
Can I talk to you?
I really wanna know you.
Come and talk to me. Come and tell me. I really wanna know your heart. Your peace.
Come and tell you.
I really wanna be
Your
What's up, everybody? What's going on this Sunday? I'm gonna give everybody, all the ladies in the back, a chance to cam up real quick. But we're gonna have a good show today. I got a few different topics. The main topic today, we're gonna talk about cheating. We're gonna talk about cheating. We're gonna talk about women and men who cheat more. Because a lot of the guys think women cheat more. I never thought that, but a lot of the guys actually think women cheat more than men. So we're gonna get to the bottom of that today. And we're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it the nerdy way and like, oh, look at the stats and all that type of stuff. We're gonna talk about experiences. We're gonna talk about the people we know and all that type of stuff. If y'all want to do it the nerdy way, okay, that's on y'all. But so I'm about to start bringing the ladies to the stage. How everybody doing today?
Hey.
What's going on? So we got Tariana is joining us today.
Hi, guys.
We have Charlotte.
For some reason, I can't hear.
Can't hear? All right, Charlotte, if you could, well, she can't hear me anyway, so I'm gonna remove her to automatically come back. All right, so she'll automatically come back. Dion, is that how you pronounce it, Dion? Dion, can you hear me? Dang, can't nobody hear me? Can you
I
hear me,
can hear
Tariana?
you.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh,
How's
okay,
everybody
good.
doing today?
How you doing?
Can you? Yes, can you hear me?
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Can you hear me good? Yes, I'm
Yeah,
here.
we hear you very
How's
well.
everybody doing today?
I
Can you?
can't complain.
Yes, can you hear me?
We can. It might be
Can
a
you hear
little
me
lag.
good? Yes. Here.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing today?
Dion, do you have a
Can
the
you?
show playing on like
Yes,
another
can
screen
you
possibly?
hear me?
Because we can hear a little echo
Can
from
you
the
hear me
show.
good?
Yeah, it sounds like someone's TV's on.
Say that again.
It seemed like we hear an echo from your
Oh, because I
side.
have you on my TV. I'm so sorry. 1 second.
All right, cool. Charlotte, what's going on?
Say that
What's up?
again.
What's up? Nothing much. I couldn't hear you for a second there, but I got it
Oh,
fixed.
because I have you on my.
It happens sometimes. Are you on the app or are you on your internet browser?
I'm on the internet browser.
Okay, if it keeps bothering you, let's try the app.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right, is that better?
that's better. That's a
Okay.
lot better. But what's going on, Dion?
Today's a ritual day, as every other day. I'm excited to be here and take on everyone else's opinion and express mine as well. So,
That's perfect. You're in the right place.
mhm.
Tariana, how's your day going?
Hi, my name's good. Okay, I'm getting better at helping people pronounce my name. So it's
Okay,
Tariana.
Tariana.
Yeah, but my
Okay,
day's been good. I'm excited to be here too and talk to people. I'm trying to get myself out there and be more comfortable meeting people, especially like
awesome.
online, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Um, Orchid has been on my show 4 times since I started it. So hey, Orchid, what's going on?
Hello, back again. Nothing. Today's going smooth. I have a lot of product videos to do, so that's why I'm kind of like
I
just
can't hear
bouncing.
anything.
Oh, you can't hear me?
All right, we're going. Can you hear me, Dion?
I can hear you. I didn't hear the young lady that was talking.
Are you on the app or are you on your internet browser?
I'm on the
I'm
internet.
on my internet browser.
Okay, if it keeps bothering you, let's try the app. Like actually, for if you could download it right now so that it's in the background, and if it keeps bothering you, just join through using the app. But
Okay.
try to
I'm
download
gonna
the
just let
stream
it
app
ride for now, and if I have any further issues, I'll do that.
for sure.
Okay.
And we got Alexis. Alexis, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I can't complain. It's your morning. Did you go to church?
Yes, I did go to church. That's why I'm late.
Nice, nice. Well, it's the Lord's day. I'm not a religious person, but I understand a lot of people, go to church and stuff like that. So we're gonna have an interesting conversation today. We're gonna talk about cheating, but I think I'm gonna put that on the back burner for now. And I think we're gonna start in a different direction. Uh when it comes to communication, right? And women, do you guys feel like the women on the panel, do you feel like you are expressive people when you get upset or when you're irritated, or do you feel like y'all pretty chill?
I feel like nowadays, now I'm not super hyper emotional and all this and that. But that took a lot of therapy and a lot of growth. So
Wow, can I piggyback off what's your name? Orchid?
Orchid.
I feel the same way. I feel like I grew up having this sense of like reservedness about my feelings, only to grow up and realize that doesn't save you from problems.
Hmm.
It just kind of like it's like sweeping things under the rug, and then you never have the room to create those boundaries because you're not being honest about how you truly feel.
Mm. Y'all can go as y'all feel comfortable. Whoever wants to
Yeah, for
come first.
me, I'm definitely expressive, not angrily expressive, passionate about, how I communicate. But I also do a lot of walking away, coming back to think about what's happened and being able to properly express myself. But I definitely don't see anything wrong with being expressive as long as it's not damaging to the other person, for sure.
True. You
Gotcha.
don't gotta get violent.
Yeah.
How about Alexis and Dion? What do y'all think?
I you know, I feel like it all depends on a woman's emotional state too, though, because as humans, we kind of go up and down. You know what I'm saying? So, it all depends kind of like where you're at. But I do agree with Orchid. I do agree with what she said. You have to train yourself to know how to properly communicate. You have to teach yourself. And then you have to also learn your triggers. And then you also have to express that to your partner as well. A lot of people don't know their triggers. So when they're triggered, they go ballistic.
Yeah, true. How about you, Alexis?
I'm expressive. I always say, like, I grew up in a household where I was allowed to express my emotions and I wasn't ever shut down for being expressive. My parents are very vocal people. And so, like, I grew up in a very healthy household as far as communication goes, for sure. Um, I have always been taught to express myself as soon as I feel something and don't let it bottle up, fester, don't sweep it under the rug, because people don't know what they're doing to you until you tell them. Some people do, but like people don't know how it affects you until you tell them how it affects you. And from
True.
there, after I express myself, if you continue, then I will no longer express it. Like
Mm.
I'm done.
Okay, nice. We got Greg on the show. Greg, that's my homeboy. He come and he helped me out on Sundays. Greg, I got a question for you.
What's
Do you
up, boss?
consider yourself to be expressive when it comes to the way that you outwardly show people how you feel? What would you consider yourself to be?
I think I express myself depending on the relationship, depending on how much I trust you. Um, And as far as expressing myself, I think, yeah, I think it just varies depending on the person. Like the closer I am to somebody, obviously, I'm going to be able to, express myself differently. I do like to
Mhm.
think that I'm not really an introvert, but I like to,
Hmm.
I like to share how I feel and express myself around the people that that I love and comfortable with. So,
Gotcha.
yeah.
I'll go now. I'm much more. I'm expressive when it comes to words and communication. Right, I'm good at communicating. I think, in my opinion, not. I'm not. My emotions don't manifest themselves in the way I react, though. If that makes sense. It's not like an outward expression the way I do it, but it's purposeful for me. It's tactical, and I guess I'll share y'all my perspective, and I try to like work on this with my lady. When it comes to just me telling her what I think, I do think that people should be mindful of how we do express ourselves because I do think that energy travels. You know, I think that if I do express myself, if I'm not careful of how my emotions and my feelings come out, I think that they can transfer onto other people, and I can end up making the entire room feel a certain way when it was unnecessary. And I know my goal, because I do consider myself to be a leader, my goal is to get a desired outcome. So if I feel a certain way and I need to communicate that to you, my mind says express this in a way to get them to understand how you feel, and that's my objective, right?
Yeah,
Um,
that's valid.
yeah, what do y'all think about that?
I can say something.
Absolutely.
Oh, I was just saying, yeah, I think that's valid. Like, I've been learning the same thing, like, because when you grow up specifically in a black home, this might not be everybody's experience, but it's like you don't, there's a certain level of respect you're supposed to have for your elders, right? And you have to watch what you say to them because they take things as disrespect. So going off what you said about how to correctly word and express yourself in order to like get to that objective of like seeing things at the same level instead of like bantering and arguing with each other. I've definitely had like with my siblings, like I've there's times where we don't agree and I'm like, okay, we're getting older, so obviously there's just some things we're not going to get along with, but how can I like make sure we still have a healthy relationship? And that's just by just forgiving them when I don't agree with them or feel like they're not showing up for me the same way I'm showing up for them. You know, it's like some
Mhm.
people just don't have those skills to communicate well. And it's like if you want them in your life, you might have to sacrifice that, you know, that part of you that's like, I wish this could be like this, you know, because at the end of the day, whether we're like family or in a relationship, it's like my love will outweigh whatever problem or disagreement we have. So that's something that I'm trying to be mindful of. You
Hmm.
know, I'm not always going to agree with someone, but that's not going to change my love for them.
Yeah. Does anybody on the panel, is anybody guilty of reacting to the way that you feel in a way that might cause others to have some anxiety or be in a panic?
Yes.
Past
Sure.
multiple times.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I don't think that's a bad thing though, because I think you're being your true self. I feel how that how it comes out is natural as possible. I mean it
Okay.
if you filter it, then it's not authentic.
I
Okay.
think I feel like as a person who, like I said, I'm very expressive. Sometimes I've had issues with being like outwardly emotional and like having outbursts and things like that. But at the end of the day, like you can only control what you can control. Like you can only control yourself and your emotions. You can't control how somebody responds to you. And a lot of the time when we have these outbursts, it is because we're trying to get a certain response out of the person that we're talking to or the person that we're expressing to, and we're not getting that response that we're looking for. So it
Yeah.
causes that outburst to
It's
happen.
triggering.
Yes. So at
Hmm.
the end of the day, you still have to be able to maintain your composure because, like, people who are committed to misunderstanding you, they not gonna understand you regardless.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you, all you can control is you. So I've had to learn that because I've had Listen, people who are very close to me know I've had like some real emotional outbursts that were like really bad, and I deal with anxiety myself. But I've
Mhm.
in therapy,
Absolutely.
I done been through some intense therapy, and I've gotten better. Sometimes I still have my moments, but I've gotten a lot better over the years for sure.
Mhm. Got
I
you.
also believe that it is very important to have people around you who are mentally tough,
Hmm.
True.
emotionally
Yes,
tough,
yes,
because for those of us who are a little bit more expressive, those of us in the world who do express ourselves. Now, I'm a creative, so I don't just express myself emotionally. I express myself through my craft, through my art.
Hmm.
And so I think it's important to have mentally tough people around you that know how to handle you
Yeah,
when you are in a
That's a word.
emotional state,
yeah,
because I have friends who I know who I can be that person around, because they're not going to give me what I'm giving
offended.
them. They
yeah,
are actually going to return it with grace. They're going to
yeah.
Wow.
return my emotional state or whatever I'm going through with understanding. So
Yeah,
I think that that's important as well.
That's
Yeah, that
fair.
validation that you do have friends that you can go to when you feel anxious or just stressed, and they're not going to judge you.
because
Yeah,
some
It's
people,
definitely important.
To add to that, I will say like having good people around you will like help with your anxiety and like your overall emotional state in general. So you don't even have as many outbursts and you don't even have as much anxiety because you have people around you who help
yeah,
give you that calm. We do need to have people around us who we can
Yeah.
learn from. And if you
yeah,
always got like I had a friend at one point who would feed into my anxiety or feed into me being pissed off about stuff, and we were not good for each other at all.
Yeah.
And at some point, I grew out of that relationship and I had to end that relationship because it kept causing me to stay in a cycle. Because, yeah, I got somebody that's on my side all the time, but this is not healthy. I don't need you on my side all the time. Sometimes you got to be willing to like check me and calm me down and be like, hey, lock in. Like, this ain't that deep.
True.
So
and
are
you
we? Are
also
we?
have to pay attention to who triggers you the most. Like
Mhm.
when you're around certain people, you have certain people that make you feel this way. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what we miss, and that's what we don't pay attention to. Because once you get to a certain point in life, you have to start cutting people off. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? Because it's not always you. Sometimes people don't realize that the relationship has ended. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Because once you learn how to attract people that pour into you and allow you to grow and blossom into the best version of yourself, you kind of realize that you don't even have those issues that you used to have when you were around people who were triggering you. You know what
Mhm.
Right.
I'm
And those
saying?
were like codependent relationships,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
There, yes,
Weren't friendships.
yes, yes. Or trauma bonding. Trauma bonding is
Yeah.
like it's a lot of people that are in relationships and they're not even in love. They're trauma bonding and they don't even
Yeah.
realize it. You know what I'm saying? Trauma bonding is deep.
Would
Are
they
Yeah.
we?
call this struggle love?
Are we
Yeah.
specifically talking about expressing ourselves emotionally, or are you just talking about expressing ourselves in general? Because there is a
I'm just saying
difference.
I'm
I
just saying
was
in general. In general. In general.
my original question was like outwardly, not like communicating with words. It was more so how do you outwardly, express yourself? Like, are you more chill or are you more animated? I guess you would say.
Oh yeah, I'm more chill. Definitely more chill for sure.
I
Okay,
think it depends on the situation.
And who you're around. Yeah. You're
I
around.
don't
I
think I
think
would
Cause
that's
let
fair.
like
anybody in
with
my
my
space that would
grandma,
make me
I'm so
animated.
chill. I'm
Yeah.
so like my grandma's the type we could sit on the couch and cuddle with each other. Me and my mom, we not close like that. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have that level of intimacy. Like yes, I'll hug my mom and I'll sit next to her, but like we're just not like So I have to remind
So,
myself my mom isn't affectionate towards like her kids like that, but my
yeah.
grandma is. Like
So that would
it's
kind of go back to what Greg was saying too. Like it does matter like who you're around, like and if they make you comfortable and if they make you feel loved. Like you only gonna express yourself a certain type of way. Like if you feel safe to express yourself, you're gonna express yourself in a manner that feels calm, that feels
yeah.
cool, that feels like okay, I'm being understood. So I don't have to be all over the top with it. But with somebody who
Right.
makes you feel unsafe, sometimes it will make you go into a panic where it's
Or
like,
just
no,
like unsteady, right? You don't
yes,
want to like you don't want to step on their toes, so you're more reserved
Mhm.
with
Yep.
how you really feel in the moment.
Yeah,
Yep.
you gotta read the room for sure,
Yeah.
Right.
because there's a time and a place for everything, and it may not be the right time to express yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
gotta know. You gotta have the wisdom to know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here's what I'll say, right? Because it sounds so far, I think we're at a place where what I've been hearing from the ladies is, you know, sometimes I might express myself because I'm triggered. I'm in around maybe the person I'm around doesn't make me feel safe, and that'll determine how I express myself. Here's where I am with it currently, right? And y'all might change my point of view, or I might change your point of view. We gonna see. Here's where I'm at currently, because I talk to a lot of guys all the time because I'll do stuff like this, and I'll be talking to men, and they'll tell me stuff like it don't matter how I communicate, you know, it just matters that I said it how I said it, right? They'll talk
Right.
about talking to their woman and stuff like that, right? And I'll tell them, no, it matters how you speak to her. It matters how you
Mm-hmm.
communicate the information to her,
The
because
delivery. Yeah.
she's a person. She has feelings. She might be triggered by the way you say it. So many different things around it, right? So when we talk about you communicating with other people, it does. I think that it matters, and I give the same thing to the men. I tell them like, yo, it be be mindful of how you say it, because your goal is to you say you love this person, you care about this person, or whatever. Your goal is to get them to understand what you're saying, to see your
Mm-hmm.
point of view. I kind of see this as something similar of you feel a certain way, and maybe your body is saying this is the best way to express it, but maybe give it some thought, especially it depends on how your man might say he cool with it. Perfect. But if he say like, it kind of does get to me when you communicate this way. Give it some thought and be mindful. Sometimes you might not barely be able to help it, but the goal is to just try sometimes. What I don't know, what do y'all think so far?
I would say, like, I grew up around expressive men, like down to my grandfathers and my dad. Like, and they talk to their women like gentle with care, like they don't like to argue with their women. So for me, I feel like a man that is healthy will always talk to you in a way that you will understand. He's not going to just be like, this is what I said and this is how it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? Because like no man wants their woman talking to them like that.
Yeah.
So why would a woman want her man talking to her like that? So it's like it has to be a mutual thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. But at the same time, we do understand, or at least me, you are women, and to a degree, there are certain things that a lot of women, certain traits a lot of women have. You tend to
Yeah.
be more expressive. So I don't want you. I'm not.
Yeah,
I
women
know
are
that I'm
way
not
more
asking you to be
expressive
like
than
a
men.
man. I'm not asking you to be stoic and all that type of stuff, right? I'm
Right.
asking to meet in the middle. I guess that. So what do y'all? Yeah, y'all tell me what y'all think.
How do you want to be talked to when from your woman? Like what from the guy's perspective, how do you want your woman to approach you?
Um, I would like. I would like her, if in a perfect world, I would like her to always be calm and always, tell me how she feels in a calm manner. But in reality, I just like her to meet me in the middle, and it's something that, you have to continuously work on, because, we're people, we're human. We feel away. Certain people are more expressive than others. So something you have to continuously work on. But, what just ask from her is to kind of like just be mindful sometimes of how you are communicating things to me when it comes to you being uncomfortable or this, that, the third.
Or like when she asks you to do something, is that would that
Yeah,
be okay?
yeah. th- I said we settled that early on, or a long time ago. Now it's more so just like the small, random,
Yeah, you want her
acts
to
of
be calmer
expression.
because you guys are both experiencing life together and you can only be as calm as she is. So I get that.
I'm always gonna be calm. However, I I guess I am still human, and I guess when you are always stoic, people tend to think that nothing bothers you, right?
True.
Because I'm not telling you, people are normally used to seeing how you feel versus telling you, So if we're in a panic situation and I'm not panicking, you think that I don't care,
Right.
right? But maybe I'm thinking and I'm processing of how we about to do, but
Yeah.
when people don't see it, they like, I don't know, you don't care enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I
So
get that.
That's a fact. I get the same the same response from not only just my girl, but like my family. Like I've gotten called nonchalant before. Like I just have like a very nonchalant. And it's not that I don't care. It's just I don't care to express it in front of you. And
Yeah.
some people just don't understand that.
Mm. What do y'all think? Like, do y'all?
Well, I will answer your initial question, which was about how should men communicate to women. Is that correct?
Yeah, I was speaking on that.
Okay. So I know for me, I have come across various kinds of men as far as not just relationships, but also close friendships. And the vast majority of the men in my life have been very mild mannered.
Mhm.
And I don't mean pansies necessarily, right? I'm saying very strong men who just know how to communicate themselves effectively in a way that is respectful, not only to me, but to the relationship that we have, especially my close guy friends. And one such friend comes to mind. I have never heard him raise his voice to me. I have even if I'm, if I'm in a space where I'm being emotional, whatever the case may be, um, he's never raised his voice to me. I think that's very important when communicating with women from the male perspective. I also think that it's important to understand from both sides that the person that you're communicating with, either you love them or you don't. Either you want a relationship with them after this argument is over or after this intense fellowship moment is over, or you don't. Either you want to, have closeness with them or you don't. And I think that a lot of times we don't think about the end before we start the conversation. If we thought about the end, then which is what I try to do. I try to think about the end because that is then going to determine how I communicate with that person.
Right.
Mm. Do any of you ladies struggle with, or have you struggled with making your significant other the enemy in conversations or disagreements?
Oh yes. Oh man. So victim, being the victim. That's basically what you're saying.
No, if I can articulate it, a lot of times people will get into a disagreement and they don't notice, they're not cognizant of it, but you are looking at this as a competition, as me versus you, and you start to kind of develop a, at least in this scenario, contempt for that other person that you're talking to. Instead of, all right, we got an issue, we're communicating, and maybe this is the issue, and we're talking about the issue, but you kind of get mixed up and viewing that person as the enemy.
So
I
seeing
would
things one
say,
side, seeing things one sided. Is that basically?
No, I feel
I
like
think you're
the
saying
way
like,
you're, I don't know, like in
Just
my own
I guess
example,
just more
trauma
Hold
so
on,
led.
like combative.
let's let's let see what Orchid got to say. Go ahead, Orchid.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I think in my own scenario, I think trauma was guiding that. Like before I got healed from that toxic marriage, I thought everybody was, even anybody I would date was the attacker, and I always had to defend myself or make my position known. So I think it's more of like a trauma response than anything else. You got to attack what's underneath why you can't communicate like effectively.
Mm.
yeah, I would say I never had that issue. I don't make people feel like the enemy. I just grew up around like I just had very healthy relationships around me. Like my whole family is like married and they are happily married people, and my siblings, my sisters and brothers, they're married or getting married and things like that. And so like I just had very good examples of like how to speak to your significant other when you're in the midst of something like that. Even watching the way like if my mom is upset about something, because my mom is very expressive the way I am, but my stepdad is very like calm, and she's the only person that I've ever seen make him get upset either. Like she's the only
Mm.
person that can make him get upset. But like they get to a point where that you can tell that they are not each other's enemy. They're trying to find a solution because at the end of the day, it's us versus the issue, not us versus each other. Like we are attacking the
I
issue
love
at
that.
hand,
Yeah. Us
not
versus
me
the
versus
issue.
you. It is us versus the issue. So
Yeah.
let's fix the issue.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
And a
Mm-hmm.
lot of times a lot of times we make, and people do this in general, we assume people's intentions. And I think that's a very, I try to avoid that at all costs. I try to get them to
Yes.
communicate that to me. I always ask a lot of questions and things like that. Because when we start to assume that somebody's moving maliciously without even asking them, that's a lot of times we get caught up in this.
Yeah.
So I got a question. So how do the ladies feel about their significant other speaking to them that puts them in a place of um, not defense but calmness, where you can feel secure about communicating?
Wait, repeat that.
I'm just big on don't yell at me and
Yeah.
don't raise your voice at me.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
how I
even deal with
feel.
that. I ain't dealt with that in years. I don't even know how that would work now.
right,
Yeah, I don't raise my voice, so don't raise your voice. Like
right.
if we get to a point where people raising voices, like we might just step away because I don't
We'll
raise
break
my
up at
voice.
this point.
Yeah, I don't raise my voice at people. I don't like nobody raising their voice at me. I think since I was a very little girl, like somebody raised their voice at me, like I'm crying, like I'm tearing up. I don't like that. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it to you because I don't want it done to me.
Mm, okay.
I think that's a very interesting question that Greg just asked, because for me, it actually doesn't have anything to do with the man's outward expression that makes me feel safe in communication, but rather his demeanor when I'm
Mm,
Mm,
expressing myself. And
true.
so if I'm looking at you, we're communicating, and I'm looking at you and you're acting uninterested, or you are acting in a way that makes it seem like you're not really listening to what I'm saying, it doesn't matter, you don't care, that kind of thing. That's something that makes me feel unsafe communicating how I'm actually feeling. And then in those situations, I tend to shut down.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Mm,
I don't really care about somebody being like stoic or like having a certain disposition where they're like just, calm or whatever. But I need you to be engaged. Like you have to be engaged. So I agree with that for sure.
Mm,
out
Yeah,
of the
like if you
people on
can't
the,
remember
oh,
the small things, then that goes to show a lot. I feel like how interested someone is in you. Like whether it's like your favorite flavor of ice cream or something that you like to drink a lot. Like, I don't know, people like Dr. Pepper. Like just little things about you that they remember and they notice, right? You don't want someone that's always just like here, like not considering you or what you like. They just give it to you and expect you to be happy with it. Like, here you go, I got you this. Like,
Yeah.
dang, you did
okay.
you put any thought into this? Or yeah.
Okay. I think we I think we got to a good place. I think we got to a good place with this portion of the conversation. Um, Here's my next question. Well, they want to know in the crowd, how many people on here are married or in long term relationships? Who's married? Okay, cool. How many people are single?
I
One,
just
two,
Just
became
three,
started
single.
four.
dating someone.
Okay, cool.
I just
Mine is
started
new.
dating.
Interesting. So this is do out of the women on the panel, who would like a leader in a relationship? We got one, two, three. Okay. Dion. Dion, you left out. Oh,
I
you
mean,
raised your
I
hand?
think that's a given. I mean, what woman would?
Okay. Do have you guys found submission to be difficult?
No.
On no, on
Eve,
with on whose end?
on
The
your end.
man's end or the woman submitting?
On your end.
I like being submissive because that means I can trust you and I can trust your judgment. But if I'm questioning you every day about what you're doing and it don't seem right, then I'm a little unsteady. Like I
Mm.
don't want to submit to someone that don't know the difference between like I don't know a cabbage and an iceberg lettuce. Like I'm,
I feel like
I'm
if a
like
woman is not
you
not
want to be a leader, you got
yeah.
to lead. Like you have to be educated, you have to be wise, you have to be smart, you have to be handy. Like there's things that women expect a man to have or know as a leader.
I would
That's
say
something that
yes.
just comes natural. Like you can't, like a woman, she will just naturally submit to a man if he's him. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like you can't. You have a lot of men that try to force a woman to submit to him. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're him and you got it and you have mastered masculine um, energy and qualities, she's just going to naturally. She can't resist it.
Hmm.
She's just going to naturally submit. It's not going to be for. And I think when it's when it's starting to feel forced, I think that's the issue because it's a problem because a woman is supposed to naturally submit to her man.
Yeah.
There should be no resistance with that. So if there's a problem with a woman submitting, then there's the issue overall.
I will say for me, yes, it has been difficult to submit, and not just to a significant other, but men in general, mainly because I was raised by a single mother.
Hmm.
And my father, who was present, but he lived in Philadelphia and we lived in North Carolina, very present financially, and all of those things. But what I realized was not having him in the home and not actually seeing an example of what a strong male figure leader looks like made me believe that my mother was the strong male figure leader, and I became that individual. And of course, you resemble with those whom you assemble. And so what you're around the most is what you become. Alexis is a really great example of that because she came up around great men. So she may not have an issue with submission, but for me, that had to be learned and is currently being learned. And I think that I may still be in that class for the rest of my life. So that means I will have to have a big dog to come into my life and bring out that softer side of me. And I have met men who are able to do that effortlessly, effortlessly to the degree that I am shocked. And so, for me, as far as dating is concerned, I understand now, like, okay, I can't actually be with this type of man because this would be a volatile relationship. Whereas this kind of man is the kind of man that I probably should be looking to, get into a long term relationship, marriage with, and that kind of thing. So I think it's about knowing who you are and what you need in your life.
Got
Yeah,
you.
I think submission is like easy for me, but again, like I feel like I've seen marriages where it's just like they submit to each other, and it's a very natural thing. Like nothing has to be discussed. We know. I trust you. You trust me. If you need this, it's done. I have a certain position here. Like the men in my family, they are very strong leaders, and the women they are married to are comfortable following their lead. And so, like, and all still while being very independent. Because I have a mother who is very hyper independent, so much to the point where like my stepdad will have to like tell her like you can let me do it. But my mother was raised by a woman who was a single mother. She was married at one point, but she divorced my grandfather, and she was raising five children on her own. And so my mother saw that for most of her life. And so it molded a certain thing in her where she had to learn in marriage how to then be submissive and allow my stepdad to be a leader at the same time, because it was like they was like neck and neck for a little while there.
You gotta like be
Mhm.
comfortable relying on another person too, I think. Oftentimes
Mhm.
we getting disappointed, so we like keep ourselves guarded and we don't wanna let like my new little babe, like I was gonna walk to work because I live like 6 blocks away from my job, and it was like 4 a.m. I was working a 5 a.m. shift. He was like, "You're not walking? Are you kidding me?" I'm like, "What do you mean? It's not that far." But I don't know. That just kind of like made me a little warm inside because I'm like, even though it's not that far, he was still like. No, you don't need to be walking. Like, why do you need to walk? Like, and I have a car, but that's just stuff that I do, like personally, right? Like, I live close. Why do I need to drive like to work if I could just walk? But
Yeah.
so it's like moments like that, right? When someone reassures you that they do care about you and they want you to be safe and well taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
I know me as a dad. You know, uh, not a husband yet, but I'm engaged. We live together. Um, I always find myself thinking, could I have done better? I always, I think it's just a part of what I do, introspective, right? So did I talk to my son the way was I too hard on him? Was I not, right? Did I do this the best way? Because even though I consider myself a leader, I think I can practice still. I think I can get better because I'm human. I can always get better. Do you guys think submission takes work? Do you think that you should be like, you know what, did I do a good job today? How could I have
Absolutely.
done this better? What do y'all think?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I know a lot of women and a lot of men think that it should come natural to you. It's just natural, right? However, I don't think that necessarily means that we still won't struggle.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know,
I
I
think
think I
my
think the
biggest
problem.
struggle. Oh, you
Go
want to
ahead.
go? I was gonna say I think my biggest struggle was I was on my own, supporting myself since I was like 16. So like I've always been hyper independent, but I've always, in a way, kind of chose strong leaders or men who just financially support. But I don't know, for if I was always in my own or my own place or this or that, you really had to be somebody to show me that like I should take whatever you're saying like seriously.
Matt brought up a good point. I think it's important to recognize too when you are at a place where you may be falling short, whether if it's in submission or if it's in leadership, it's important not to blame the other person.
Mm-hmm.
I think what happens is, especially, and I've heard it in relationships where, I wasn't soft because you didn't do this, or I wasn't, I couldn't lead
Yeah.
because you didn't do that. You have to check yourself in that moment,
Mm-hmm.
because and there may be moments where it is the other person, but
Yeah.
there a lot of times you have to check yourself and realize, okay, what could I have done to be more of a leader? What could I be done to be more submissive, as opposed to just pointing the finger at the other person and saying, okay, it's their fault why I'm not this way.
and I
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
think it's a balance between submission and leading, right?
Mm-hmm.
Men submit in a lot of ways. It's just not overt. Like you submit to your woman every
Yeah.
time when she does feel a certain way or she does have an attitude. You stop what you're doing and you be like, "Baby, what's wrong?" You
Yeah.
know, that's submission to me. Um, Whenever I saw a video recently, I'm gonna play it for y'all. It's about getting married and stuff like that. But yeah, I think men we submit in so many ways when it comes to our women. Like we're the stronger vessel, much stronger than you, and all that type of stuff, right? So a lot of the things we do, we make ourselves smaller for you. You know, getting down on one knee, I'm making myself smaller. I'm telling you that even though I am this big strong man, right? I submit to you in this moment, right? So yeah, I think and that women sometimes women can work on leading better. You know, some men feel like they got to lead their women too much. You know, they want them to be a little bit more, a little bit more self sufficient sometimes.
Uh-huh.
So I think it's a balance.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is.
Even with your kids, right? Maybe I was too much of a leader, like with my son. Maybe I can trust him to do a little bit more, or trust her to do a little bit more. Maybe I did too much. I should have fell back a little. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And to piggyback off that, I think pouring into your person and pouring into each other is key. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? I think the more you pour into a person, the more they blossom and the more the relationship can grow.
Mm-hmm.
I experienced that in my relationship for over 10 years. How significant pouring into a person and speaking greatness in them, um, even if they're broken or they're damaged, or if they've been through a lot. Uh, I think that that can take a relationship a long, long way, and
Yeah.
keep you guys together.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a question. So we all know that leadership is not in everybody. Not every man on this planet has that quality of leadership. Why you when you
So
when you meet
true.
when you meet the person that doesn't have those qualities, are they automatically eliminated from the dating pool?
Yes, indeed.
Ooh, can I
Absolutely.
say something?
Absolutely.
They may be eliminated from the dating pool for me, but I do believe that there may be somebody there for them. It just is not me.
Because it's a waste of time. It's a
I
waste of time.
noticed those type of men that I attract, they were like older men, right? They were either like they, and a lot of them didn't have kids, no kids, right? They probably have been married but got divorced, but they were like, I was attracting all these older men with no kids. And I'm just like, what is going on? You know, like, so I wonder, like, do when men get older, like, how important is it for them to have like that relationship of like settling down and having a home and a family? Because you like you said, not every man is a leader. Does that mean like he's supposed to be a family man, or is he just a leader in his career? Like,
Yeah,
you know what I
some
mean?
for some men it's not like a priority for them, but also for some women, it's just not a priority for them to have a family or to have like their career may be the thing that they may be leading in or whatever, and that might not be a thing of importance to them, but that's subjective, you know.
Mhm. So it's important for a man to come with leadership, but how
Yes.
important is it for women to come with submission?
I think that's also important.
Important. Yes, it is.
Yeah, because if you're dating a leader, like for instance, we could throw out some of the activists, you know, Muhammad Ali, MLK, Malcolm X, like they had wives, but look at the type of work that they did, you know, like not every woman would have been able to deal with that type of career, right? You got like the media following you, you got the police messing with your stuff, like you know you're kind of becoming a target when you have certain things, especially if you're a black activist. So I think it just depends if you two align as far as the growth you want to have, right? Like somebody has to be able to understand what comes with you in order for you guys to have that like relationship and know that like I'm the leader but like we still are one, you know what I'm saying?
Mm. So
Mhm.
so leadership has to come before the relationship, but the submission have to come before the relationship. Like, is there a
I
No,
think
scenario?
so.
leadership has to come first because who's going somebody has to direct.
I think
Leadership
I agree
has
with
to come
Dion.
first
I
before
think I agree with
submission.
Dion.
No, I
And
agree.
okay, so something that I learned from my grandmother, my grandmother and my grandfather. Well, my grandfather's current wife, they've been married for almost 50 years. And one thing my grandmother was telling me was like, you know, let you kind of as the woman you let men tell you the direction that the relationship is going. The woman doesn't decide where the relationship is going, even though we like to believe that we don't make the final decision as to where this relationship goes. The man does. So once you see that he is leading you into something that is sustainable and something that is going
Healthy.
to be, yes, something that is healthy, something that is going to be long lasting, something he's serious about, that is when submission comes into play, because it's like, okay, this man is leading me. So now I really do need to be in that position of like, okay, I'm comfortable submitting to this man because I see that he wants something here. Because at the end of the day, like I said, men make the final decision as to where this relationship goes.
Mm.
Yeah, and if he wants long term with you, he'll show that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I agree with Dion. I think leadership definitely comes first. 'Cause for example, I consider myself a leader, but I think to be a leader, you got to know how to follow, right?
Hmm.
There are certain men who, when they come around and they speak, I'm like, yo, he's so wise, right? If I choose him as a mentor, that means I'm following. I chose you as a leader, right? I
Mhm.
chose you as somebody to seek guidance from. Um, so I think it's the same way, right? Leaders are chosen. You don't just
Mhm.
pick and be like, yeah, I'm your leader. That's not how it works,
Mhm.
right? I
Mhm.
show
Yeah.
you why you should be following me, and you come
Yes.
and you follow. I don't have to tell you these type
Hmm.
of
Mhm.
things, right? So
Mhm.
yeah, I think leadership absolutely comes first, and I do think in a relationship, I think it's gradual when it comes. Well, it's a balance, right? There's certain ways where you follow. Like you start as soon as I ask you on a date, you're following because you like I'm gonna pick the date, right?
Right.
Like you got to know how to let me pick the date, let me do all of that
Yeah.
type of stuff, right? So there's a balance of like there's scenarios, but I need to show you over time that you can trust me more and more and more. That the decisions that I do make, like, yeah, you see, I said this was gonna happen, right? And it happened, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't I know a lot of men are of the mindset that you what you mean I gotta make you more feminine. Depends on how I'm depends on how masculine I am and so how feminine. Yeah, that yes,
Yeah,
yes.
some guys are just as moody as women. They don't
Some
be
men
trying
like
to admit it.
yes, and some men oversell being masculine. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes some men are just like they just oversell it.
Yeah,
Like
just because
it's
you're
just
buff
like
with muscles
chill.
does not mean.
Yeah, sometimes you have to like there's a big difference between like true masculinity and ego. And I think a
Yes,
lot of men operate in a
yes,
position of
yes,
ego.
Their
yes.
So
ego.
yeah, there's a big difference there for sure.
Well, I think one of the things that Mont just said was the word trust. And I think every woman on here would say that when you trust him more, you submit to him more.
Yes,
When you trust
Absolutely.
him more, you'll
so
want
true.
to, be that person.
Yes.
And so I think that trust plays a big role,
Oh, yes, it
especially
does.
if have come up in a situation where you lack trust in people because they let you down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that trust is a big thing as well.
Yeah. Results.
Nice. Other question somebody
Very
wants me
true.
to ask. Um, who on here grew up with the biological dad in the home?
I
Okay.
love that.
Okay.
I
So
did
we
for
already
a
know.
short time.
Okay. Who didn't have their father and in their house to guide them
It's
or keep
like
them?
my situation is a little more complicated because my biological father has always been in my life. I don't even remember my mom and my biological dad being together, but they have both been married to the people that they're married to since I was 1 years old. So that's all I know. So I always tell people I have four parents and I have two fathers, and both of them have been phenomenal fathers to me. So like my situation was a little bit different. I had my biological dad in the house, but I had a daddy for sure.
Got you. Got you. Okay. And Charlotte, you said your mom was single mom. Okay. Cool. So I hope that
Yep.
answers the question. Somebody else had a question. They asked, women on panel, have you or anyone you know ever said he's not leading the way I want to be led?
I don't know. I grew up around like dominant, fierce women. So if they're not getting what they want, they gonna get it. Like,
Hmm.
and if a man ain't leading, he not there. Pretty much. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never experienced that. I feel like I've been very fortunate. Now I've had like other issues in relationship with like cheating and stuff like that. But as far as like leadership, I think the men that I've been in relationship with, they've been very good leaders for sure.
Nice. Okay.
Mm, I had
I'm
one
one.
that kind of wasn't. He was successful as far as business wise and all of this and that, but I just thought, as far as personal life decisions, he wasn't concrete enough. Like
Mm,
he wouldn't like. And I have kids, so like I always think of like, if you can't do this, then if I need to drop the ball and I need to go pick up my kids or need you to go do something, I don't trust you to go do that. So I didn't trust him in that way. So
Mhm. No,
yes, I in relationships with multimillionaires as well. I don't give a fuck what you are. Like, I'll say goodbye if I feel like you really can't lead me in
yeah.
that way.
yeah.
I'm one of those people. My belief is that when men are
Mhm.
around women, they become more masculine. When women are around men, they become more feminine. So I know when people ask that question, do you get like why you need him to make you more feminine? I just think it's natural, right? Like when I'm around my woman in certain situations, like for example, if she gets emotional, I become more stoic, right? I'm like, okay, how can I help you? How can I fix this? Right? I become that's what kind of what happens to me when I'm around my nephews, right? I'm a little bit more solid. I'm more like
Okay.
it's
I
like
gotta
when
get
you're
back
around
on
kids. It's like
here
you
because I don't know what
oh,
the hell just happened, but
oh your
I
your
gotta
your
join back.
camera. I should be back. Same thing like when I'm around my kids, I'm much more vigilant. I'm much more, much more stoic around my kids, right? So I do think people the people around us definitely bring a different side out of us, if that makes sense. If y'all have any comments, you can comment on that. But I'm about to play a video. So let me find this video. Okay, let's see.
As when they go on their knees to propose. How are you saying, "Can you marry me, please"? Like, let's be for real. What kind of real man is gonna bend on his knees and go? I've always questioned this. I was like, why is this such a norm, bro?
So you don't see yourself proposing to a girl?
No.
Really?
We're getting married. If she says no, okay, then we're not.
You're not gonna make it like romantic for her?
No.
Well,
Like I said, I don't care.
What about Valentine's Day? What's your opinion on that?
Valentine's Day is another thing. It's just a cater to the girl's ego.
You're not gonna do anything.
Because Valentine's Day is meant for both. Male and female. But you clearly don't see the males being catered to, is it? Do you know what I'm saying? Girls have taken that over.
They just get some like lingerie in it.
Lingerie is so, you know what? You see so much on Instagram. Lingerie is nothing at this point, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Lingerie has become such a normal thing.
I think it's crazy that like that's like the gift that you're gonna get from a woman, because it's really just underwear.
So she's basically saying, I'm the gift. Do you know how arrogant you have to be?
Interesting. All right, how do I take this joint down? There we go. Remove. Okay, what do y'all think about that? I'm gonna do a
Okay,
video
I
on that
think I'm
soon.
about to shake it up a little bit. Okay, so I grew up Seventh-day Adventist. I go to Saturday church. That's like the religion I grew up in. And so they don't believe in like paganism and like jewelry. Like it's interesting like that I grew up like I didn't have a Christmas tree growing up. So like to hear this guy say he doesn't care about that, I kind of can relate because I understand like it's like not that big of a deal. Like some people want that. They want the man to get down on their knee and stuff. Like my grandma was married for 20 years and she never wore a wedding ring. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's like not in our quote unquote religion, which I'm like more spiritual now. I don't really follow religion, but I definitely so I'm like, I don't know. I don't have high expectations when it comes to like the holidays and like getting proposed to in a special way. Like I was always taught whoever you're sleeping with, you're married to. So that's how
Gotcha.
I see that.
Gotcha. Who else has comments on that video?
I have some comments about that video, but I'm more interested in who you sleeping with is who you married to. Because what if you sleeping with multiple people? Are you married to multiple people? But that's neither here nor there. I'll
No,
be
I
off on
get
a
that,
tangent.
right? But because I understand that. No, like I'm not, but like everybody isn't. So that's why I realize you have to be more like direct when you're in a relationship with people because you don't know who someone else is sleeping with. But I'm a monogamous person. So I always date with the intent of marrying.
So as far as the video, I think it's interesting because I noticed that they had UK accents, which probably means that they are Nigerian, and Nigerians pay a bride price, which is much higher than getting down on your knee.
Yeah.
And I think that a man getting down on his knee shows that he honors me. It shows that he is, in fact, debasing himself for me on account of me. One of the things that Mont said earlier was, you know, you as a man, as a leader, a part of you being a leader is showing that you can have moments where you submit yourself or you submit your leadership and make yourself smaller, which all good leaders do. All good leaders know how to do that when it's time to do that. And so as far as the, proposal and getting down on your knee and all that
The
kind of thing,
gesture.
yeah, it's I definitely think it's honorable to do that. And I am a Christian. I am a follower of Christ. And so for me, my Bible says that the greatest among us is the servant. And so the person who is the best servant is the one who is the greatest.
Right.
And usually the greatest servant in good relationships are the men. And so that's kind of how I feel about that. And as far as Valentine's Day and all that stuff, I mean, yes, I think that the
Like it's
world at
nice to
large
celebrate, yeah, but
the
it's
world
not
at
like
large has catered it to women, but if you're a good woman, you're going to appreciate the men in
Yeah.
your life.
I was just
every
about to say
day.
that. I was just about to say that. I don't like, for me, I want my man to feel like how he makes me feel. So like
Right.
when Valentine's Day come around, we doing it big. Like I already know, like whatever you've been talking about over the last 6 months to a year that you wanted that you don't have or whatever, you're gonna have that. If it's things that you've never done that you wanted to do, we're gonna go do that. So I think there are a lot of women now, I would say that like it's like a competition on like social media because it's like, oh, this girl
Right.
got this, and I want to say
Yes.
that
Oh
I
my
got this, so let
gosh.
me post it, and I want to post it so everybody can see what my man did for me and blah blah blah.
And like
And I
to
don't
subside
know.
with that, like it don't gotta be like a holiday for you to celebrate like
Yes.
with your person or just take that trip you always wanted or get them a gift. Like there's so many ways you can show your gratitude for people outside of like Valentine's Day and Christmas and
Hmm.
stuff. Like and all that stuff like capitalism. I'm sorry, but
I feel that. I think also, like, for me personally, I can't speak for everybody else. My family always made holidays like a big deal. So, like, when Valentine's Day come around, my mom wasn't just getting stuff. Like, my mom would get my stepdad stuff, or my dad would get my stepmom stuff, and my dad would get all of us things too. Like, we all
yeah, I
got each
can
other
relate.
stuff. For Christmas, like, we always do it big for the holidays. Like, so if when I meet somebody, because I have dated people who didn't have those experiences, and I felt like they didn't really care about them until I made them a big deal. And then it became a thing where it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna celebrate this. Cause I dated a guy at one point, he didn't do Christmas and he had a son and he was like, I'm not putting up no Christmas tree. And I was like, no, we putting up a Christmas tree for him for sure. And so like now every year since he's put up a Christmas tree, they do big things for Christmas this year. And sometimes
Yeah.
people just have to experience those things to be able
Yeah.
to actually enjoy them.
No, that's true. Like I had family members, even though we're same religion, like they would have Christmas trees, they would celebrate differently, you know, but we would go to their house. So like I know what it's like to celebrate. I know what it's like to just spend Christmas at home with my mom and
Mhm.
she just makes dinner for her kids. So like I've experienced a little bit of both. That's why I'm like, you know, we could do it, we don't. It's not a big deal, but
Yeah.
I appreciate people who do celebrate it. And I'm like, okay, this is what your family does. Of course, like I'm more than happy to join and participate because this is like a memorable thing, you know, and
Yeah.
it is a special time to spend with the people that you love.
You
And one
know,
last thing to say
okay.
that I have to say about like the proposal part of that, like, him saying he don't want to get down on one knee, like for me, I would want somebody to get down on one knee for the reasons that like Charlotte was explaining. Like, of course, I'm a Christian, and like she said, the greatest servant usually typically is the men in relationships. And so I would like for somebody to get down on one knee. My brother, though, and his fiance, they're also Christians as well. My brother did not get down on one knee when he proposed to her, and that was okay for her. Like, because in her eyes, like they are equals, and she doesn't feel like he needed to do that. And that moment was still very special for them. It was very intimate, and she said yes. So,
Right.
You
Everybody's
know,
different.
I'm a I'm gonna shake the table, and y'all gonna notice that I might speak very articulate, or I might go back and forth between colloquial talk and that. But I'm gonna
Mhm.
shake the table. I think Valentine's Day is for girls, and I just how that's how I see it. Like this is the thing too. This how you know it's for girls. If we weren't going to, if your woman didn't bring it up, would you say, babe, Valentine's, like what are you getting me?
No, ain't no man saying that.
Right.
Right.
So I
That's
don't like,
football season anyways.
yeah, I don't like the tit for tat stuff. We know if we weren't with a woman, we wouldn't be doing nothing for Valentine's Day. Women will be single
Yes.
and be trying to find something to do for Valentine's Day, right?
That's a
Yes.
fact.
So
Yes.
With their
we not,
girlfriends.
yeah, like I don't
Yes.
like the idea of, well, since you asked me to do something, I guess you might go all out for me. Like, no, nigga, this is her holiday. This is what she thought was important to her. Now, if you want to do something for me, cab at it, right? But like me, like, all right, well, this is your arena. So like, and then with like doing the tit for tat stuff, I don't like that. because it's certain things that men have where it's
Mhm.
like, this is important to me, right?
Yeah.
So you, as a man, you don't got to make it about you because you're. And I think this is where this is a form of submission too, where I'm not a Valentine's Day person. I'm a man. I don't care about stuff like that.
Yeah.
However, my woman expresses that it's important to her, right?
Hmm.
So we celebrate it, and I'm never going to be like, well, since I got to do it, you got. No, no,
Yeah.
it's not my holiday.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think the first time I had a man say something to me about Valentine's Day was earlier this year. I was dating somebody and like it was like a joke because we saw that the Super Bowl this upcoming year is on Valentine's Day. And he was like, so Valentine's Day next year, we doing Super Bowl. And we both love football. So I was like, hell yeah, we can do Valentine's Day for the Super Bowl. But like otherwise, he wouldn't say anything about Valentine's Day at all. Like that's not something that men bring up, period. That definitely
Right.
is a woman thing.
Yeah.
So I'm not never gonna let these niggas have it when they start talking that stuff. Nah, they going we going nope. It's a
Yeah.
girl holiday. And they gonna have to convince me it's not a girl holiday. I ain't about to.
Yeah.
Trust me, we wish all of y'all felt that way so we didn't have to do anything.
You shouldn't have to do nothing. And you know what I think a part of it is? I think a lot of men don't feel appreciated in a relationship on a daily. So
Mhm.
when holidays come around, they might take that as like, okay, well, at least you can do is think about me here. I do
Yeah.
Mm.
think that might be a big issue as men. And a lot of men don't know how to express that they're not being appreciated or they don't know what form of appreciation do you want, you
Right.
know?
That's like the flip side of things, right? We like wait for these holidays to like do something, but it's like,
Mhm.
nah, if you know you got something you want to do for your man or your woman, just do it. You don't gotta wait till the end of the year.
Yeah.
Unless it's in, like, you're budgeting, that's different. But if you know you guys ain't done nothing in a while, like nothing's wrong with just taking a weekend trip or just going out to dinner for the night. Like I think people forget that you have to still like be in that honeymoon phase of like romancing each other every single day, even when things aren't looking the best. Like you might not be the most attracted to someone when they're sick, but at least you get to take care of them and nurse them
Yeah.
back to good health. Like that's just a small example of like really showing up for someone.
I agree with that. I used to have a coworker, and one thing that he would do for his wife just to make her smile every day is he would write her like, and he was white, and I thought this was so funny, but he would write her like song, like rap lyrics to like Lil Wayne and Jay-Z songs for her, and like the lyrics don't mean nothing, but he would put that in her lunchbox every day just to make her laugh, like
Right.
something. And I thought
Yeah.
that was super sweet that he would do that for her every single day. And that's just like, it takes nothing to do something like that on a regular basis.
But that
Yeah.
goes back to what I said about pouring into your person. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Continuously saying you're beautiful every day to your
Mhm.
woman, even when she doesn't feel she's beautiful.
Yeah.
That does a lot. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And on a woman's end too, like that's what keeps you guys balanced, because I think a lot of people in relationships, they become so comfortable with being with each other that they forget to date. They forget to do spontaneous things. They
Hmm.
forget
Yeah.
to make it exciting. You know what I'm saying? And then it gets boring. Love
I
Yeah.
can
have
die.
a
And I think people like forget that. Like love can die. If you don't keep it
Mhm.
alive, it can die.
Yeah.
I have a question for the men. Um, One thing that I've always wondered is, well, I've heard this from a few guys, like men don't really care about like verbal reassurance. What is it, how do you guys like to be reassured in relationships? Because I know y'all don't want to hear every day like, oh, like y'all don't really care about hearing things every day, like somebody telling you that you're doing great or whatever. So how do you like to be reassured in
Before y'all
relationships?
answer that, can I add to her question? Because Mont said that some men don't know how they should be appreciated. They don't know how to express it. And I
Yeah.
have experienced that so many times. So to add to what Alexis is saying, what kind of advice would you men, Greg and Mont, give to men for how to better express yourself as far as what you want for reassurance, appreciation, respect, honor, those types of things?
I would say have a conversation. First have a conversation and say it. A lot of a lot of us are so conditioned to not talking. I don't know
Mhm.
why, right? Maybe our parents did it. Cause I got my daughter, right? Um, she asks for the most blasphemous things in the world, right? And she asks for it at any given moment, no matter what time it is. She
Right.
will say, "Daddy, can we go on an African safari?" And I'll say, well, "Yes, one day we can." "Okay, Dad. Okay, now." I'm like, "No, not now. Like not today." But like she doesn't stop. It's every day. It's another crazy ask, right? And of course, the black cultural person inside of me is like, want to say, "Yo, stop asking me crazy things. These are unrealistic things that you're asking me for." However, the intellectual inside of me is saying, "No, maybe I don't want to tell her to stop asking me questions because I never want her to grow up and be afraid to shoot her shot or ask for anything." You know,
Mhm,
a lot of us are so scared to ask, to say it, to speak, right? And I
Yeah.
never want her to lose that. I think it's a superpower. So,
mhm,
you know, whenever I hear anybody even talking about telling her this, no, she can ask whatever she wants. It's just a question.
mhm.
So
Right.
I think we're conditioned not to communicate what we want, what we need, and all these type of things. So I would say just do it, talk, right?
Yeah.
Mhm,
Tell her how you feel when she say certain things, and tell her what you know. Would you like me to, physically do more things for you? Do you appreciate it when I say certain things to you? I know me, I like all of it, right?
mhm.
I'm not a gift guy though. I don't care
Yeah.
about gifts, but I do care about the things that you do for me. I do care about you showing me that you listen to me and you telling me things like I love it when you tell me how you feel. Tell me what I
Mhm,
am. Tell me, these type of things. So I don't know what you think, Greg.
No, I agree. I think having a conversation is the first step. The second thing is also knowing your partner. I mean, there's
mhm.
no one answer fits all. Like it
Yeah.
all depends on your partner and what he likes and what he doesn't like. Um, yeah, I mean, mine summed it up. It's just have a conversation. Most men will tell you exactly what it is that they makes them feel appreciated.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's just, and most of the time we're men so simple. It'd be the simplest things. It'd be just sometimes it'd just be a home cooked meal. It'd just be
Yeah.
or rub my back or something simple. It could be something as simple as that that just make all the difference. So
Yeah. Like I was in a relationship at one point with a person, and he didn't really know how to express like what it was that he wanted, and even when I asked, like he couldn't tell me like how he wanted to be reassured or anything like that. So like when Father's Day came around, like he was like, I don't ever get anything, so I don't expect anything, and it is what it is. And so I was like, you sure you don't want anything? And he was like, no. I was like, there's nothing. You don't want to go out to eat, nothing. He was like, no, like I'm good. And so like I had a custom made book that is like a fairy tale story about him and his daughter. And I got it made for him for Father's Day. And like I saw his face light up like a little kid when
Oh,
I
that's
gave
so
that book to
sweet.
him. And he was like, nobody's ever done anything like this for me. And he was like, I don't even know how to ask for stuff because like I'm just used to not getting anything. I'm used to people not telling me that they appreciate me or anything like that. So he's like, I don't even know how to ask for those types of things. Like,
I will say this:
Definitely.
I don't like the question, "What do you need?" or "What do you want?" Like
yeah.
if we in a relationship, especially we in it, like we've been together for quite some time, like there should be at some point you should know
Mhm.
what I like and don't like. You know?
I think it's a balance. I definitely think your person that you're with should study you, right?
Yeah.
Like I study my woman, right? It's like a book, right? However, we do still need to communicate. And
Yeah.
a lot of us men, at least this is an opinion, I could be wrong. A lot of us men are we don't communicate a lot. We very cryptic. It's not cryptic, but we don't communicate. Um, so I think that's versus women who can't stop talking a lot. So I think that's a portion of it, right? And we get conditioned to, especially as people who consider ourselves to be strong, people forget that we are human, and it's just it's just how it is.
Yeah.
So they just looking at Iron Man, so they gonna think we Iron Man.
Yeah.
So yeah. Um, let's see what's next on the docket today. We already asked the submission hard, right? You know what I want to talk about? We about to talk about pictures on Instagram. We about to talk about pictures. We about to talk about lustful pictures, the what the
Orchid's
girls looking for.
eyes roll all the way in the back of her head.
You said who?
Orchid's eyes rolled all the way in the back of her head.
Yep. We, we about to play this. We about to play this video I saw, and we gonna talk about it as a panel. Let's see. Give me 1 second.
Well, before you get started on that, I have to exit. I enjoyed being here and getting to know all of you guys. All of you guys are beautiful, um, and I hope to see you guys again. Um,
Absolutely.
and I
Thank you for
enjoyed
coming.
this. This was bomb. This was wonderful.
Mm.
You
Thank you for
guys
coming.
stay
You,
safe
yeah.
and blessed.
You
You
too,
too.
Queen.
All
You
right,
also.
much love. Okay.
All right. All right. Let me share my screen for y'all.
saying, "Ooh, I look fine today. Let me post it for the world to see." Because what are you posting it for? To get that attention. It's as simple as that. There's no other reason to post. Now I'm gonna ask y'all this: if a dude tell y'all you can post the same stuff you've been posting, post whatever you want, but make your page private and delete all mails off your page that's not family member. How would you feel about a dude saying that?
That's controlling.
So you would think he tripping?
Yes, that's controlling.
Trinity, you would think he tripping?
I would. I'm not gonna.
So are you-
Narcissistic.
Okay. They just said they posting for themselves. They doing it just because it look good. They just said it's not no unloyal aspect to this. But when we take males out of the equation, you the bad guy. But before you take them out of the equation, they just posting for themselves. It can't be for y'all sales, and it can't be just because you feel good. Because I'm still saying, babe, post it. Baby, do your thing. Post whatever you want to post, however many times you want to post it. Let's just take the men that might pose a threat to our relationship or trying to get in between what we got going. Let's take them out the picture. Now I'm tripping. So don't they click in y'all head that maybe I'm not just doing it just for me, or maybe I'm not just doing it just because I feel good. Can we agree to that now?
I still can't.
We can't agree to that.
All right. So we about to talk about that. Give me your thoughts. Whoever want to go
That's
first.
interesting. I would say because I'm an artist, like I'm a singer, songwriter. I'm always performing in different places and stuff like that. Like there are certain things that I don't wear nothing that's just like crazy, but like sometimes like pictures I post on Instagram or whatever are just like content for for content reasons. I don't post in no lingerie or nothing like that, and I definitely don't be shaking my behind on social media, but like there's like I've had like swimsuit photos on social media or whatever. And it's just and I'm out with with the swimsuit on. I might be out at a beach party or something like that. But if my significant other was to ask me like to remove like men from like my story to keep them from watching my story or whatever, I wouldn't make a big deal about it. I don't be wanting to talk to the men that be trying to talk to me on social media anyway, so I don't care. Like that wouldn't be a big deal to me. To some women and to some people in general, that's a huge argument for them. Like I know women that don't like when they men post on social media with their shirts off. You know what I'm saying? Like I get it, but to me, it's just like I don't feel no type of way about it because I am an artist and I am in certain spaces and I'm always in spaces around men either way. So like I just don't feel no type of way about my man asking me to do something like that or to stop doing something like that. Because when I do post, it's not necessarily for me or for them or nothing. Like it's just for music. Like I'm just posting to keep posting, keep myself relevant in the algorithm or whatever because I do music. But other than
Right.
that, like no, like I
So,
don't.
so
That's
your
not a big deal to me.
so your position is if your man did ask you to remove male followers, you would consider it.
Yeah, like that wouldn't be a big
Okay.
deal to me. Like I wouldn't care.
Got you. Okay. Who's next? Who has
Um, I think my position is different. I think I'm not really going to change too much of any of that when it comes to social media because social media is my source of income, my main source of income. So all the banter, all the back and forth, like that's dollar signs to me. So to me, if you're disrupting my money, then that means you want to replace it. So
Yeah.
I'm not really,
What if he's willing to do that? What if he's willing to replace your money?
I still might not do it because now I get two incomes. That's better than one. So I'm not gonna do that. I date older men, so they're not really on social media. They don't really know what the fuck I'm talking about or any
Yeah.
relevant topics or anything like that. So I don't really run into that issue. And I think maybe that's why I don't date guys that are like in their 30s or 40s, because y'all can still scroll, click, and check some shit out. Somebody in their fucking 50s, 60s, they don't know how to go dig and dive deep and figure out who looked at your story and
Yeah.
who reposted what and what man's under your comments saying this and who's in your fucking DMs. I don't even think they know how to access those. So my position is gonna stand. I'm not changing too much of anything.
I can say I've
Yeah.
never had the issue, but I've also dated men who are also public figures or they do the same things that I do or along the same lines of work that I do. So like it just don't be that's not a conversation. Like we don't be like I don't care. We know what
Yeah.
comes with it. So
But you
Yeah,
know,
like
or,
nobody.
Yeah, if the
Orchid.
I
person like
deal with
yeah.
has
men
the same.
daily.
Hold on, real
Men are
quick,
my
Orchid.
forefront of what I do.
Yeah.
Men are
Yeah.
the ones that are making me money. So like
Yeah.
I'm not like I have a couple gifters now. I'm not dropping that for a relationship.
Yeah, that's valid.
No.
Real quick, Orchid. You know, my, my I don't know why y'all think this, but my girl one day, like when she told me, she like, I'm thinking about getting a job, and I'm like, you think I'm gonna still pay you if you go and get a job? She like, yeah, I do that. Boy, are you crazy? But
Yeah.
you know, I don't know. Maybe she'll finesse me or something like that. But like that's like her. That's the way her brain works. She like, oh, I have two incomes. I'm like, I can use it just to also pay somebody
Two
else
incomes are better
to
than
do some
one.
shit. You
Totally.
know. But go ahead, yo. Go ahead.
I think it don't matter if, like Alexis said, if the person has a social media and they create content, then they shouldn't be coming at you about strangers you don't know. Because it's like, as much as we want to deny it, it happens in reality too. You know, like I be at
I
work
can't
getting,
hear when she talk at all.
oh,
No.
yeah, I
All
don't
right.
know.
Just try a refresh for me. Can you hear me? Yeah, she would come right back. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, but
Tariana.
I'm just saying, like it happens at work too, and people be hitting on me when I'm at work. So it's like, I don't think it matters if it's on social media or off social media. I think it's a matter if you're giving it attention or not.
What if it matters to him?
If I like, I'm be like, okay, I could block them, but like, there's gonna be more. Like, and
Okay.
honestly, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of my followers are guys.
Mm,
So at that point it'd be like I might as well not post on social media anymore. You feel me? If it's that bad, like
yeah. Charlotte, what you think? You might. I think you're on mute, or maybe I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. So I think for me, the video that was just played, it I assume they were talking about sexualized photos of
Hmm.
yourself on social media. I 100% believe that when women post sexualized photos of themselves on social media, they are doing it for attention. I 100% believe that. And I don't think there's anything innately wrong with you wanting attention because we are in an attention seeking behavior society. And so the vast majority of us are actually conditioned to want attention. It
Hmm.
just depends on where you get your attention from. As
Yeah.
far as social media is concerned, I personally don't post pictures that are provocative on social media, mainly because I believe that my body is a temple of the Holy
Yeah.
Spirit. But that just comes from my belief system, right?
Hmm.
And so if I had a significant other, which I do not, but if I was in a committed relationship and he had an issue with something, I would have the same issue that he has with it. And
Yeah.
I would respect him enough to say, you
Hmm.
know what? maybe I maybe I was in the wrong. I'll take that down. I'll like not let that person follow me. I too make money on social media. So to a degree, I understand what Orchid is saying as far as your source of income. But I will say that if this is a person I see a long-term future with that I intend to marry one day, then there is no amount of money that is going to sway my opinion about what he feels he doesn't want someone to see of me because I would be his responsibility at that point. So
Yeah.
for me, it's very black and white.
Yeah, that's why I say it's not an argument for me. Like if my man say he don't want that on there, then cool. But if it's not an issue, then it's not an issue. So I agree. Like I think if you're in a relationship and your person that's what they want, like it's to me it's not an argument, especially if I love and care about you. It's just not an argument for me.
Now, have you
I
ever
just gotta
black?
say, look at Coco and Ice T though. Like Coco been like that girl since he met her, and she has
But
not
that's what he
changed.
likes though. That's what I do
He's
think it's
a ex
subjective.
pimp. He's with
Certain men
it.
like stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So
He's
it's
okay with it though. Like he didn't get into a relationship like you can't do this. You
yeah,
can't be out here taking pictures in two pieces.
yeah.
Like he was very aware that that's who she was as a person. So I think if you know your woman likes to dress a certain way or is free about her body, then you shouldn't try to change that about her.
And I think there's a difference in having someone in your life that's saying you can't do this and I don't want you doing this
Yeah.
versus I love you, I cherish your
Yeah.
body, and I want to make sure that your body is respected by everyone who sees you. There's a
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
very stark contrast in those two types of men. There's controlling men who don't want you to do anything,
Mm-hmm.
but then there are men who are just very protective of your
Of
virtue.
what belongs to them. Yeah. Like this belong you belong to me, I belong to you. So yeah, I
Yeah.
don't want
And
you to do
and
that. Yeah.
expressing that and making sure people know it.
Yeah.
You know, and beyond that, right? I think
It,
your woman is such a reflection of you. Y'all don't even
Mm-hmm.
dig it. Same way like your man is such a reflection of you. If I was walking around here on Instagram liking women's pictures and commenting and stuff like that, now you're uh, a lane, right? As far as
Yeah.
women go, they went, oh, that's her nigga, and he got pictures on his they pictures of them on, and he doing this, right? I think that'll make you look crazy as a man when your woman posts, pictures on her. It looks like she's advertising herself or whatever, right? When she does that, the men who view her are like, yeah, I smash, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
I hit her. They're not looking at me respectfully. However,
Yeah.
if your woman presents herself in a certain way, men are going to look at you like, yo, he must be somebody. He must got it going. He like, who is he that
Yeah.
he able to, it definitely reflects on men. Like, if I want to, like, if I want to go somewhere nice, right, and it's going to be other men there, I might tell my woman, "Yo, get dressed, look nice," right? Because I know how my woman looks and I know how she cleans up, right? And that just adds value to me for me to be able to bring her with me, So I think that's a part of it is,
Yeah, you
the
gotta
way we
like
communicate.
having the trophy wife without really expecting like what comes with the trophy wife. Like you can have a beautiful woman without like being an asshole. Like
I would say something that I've noticed for sure, like about like the fitness world now and like the fit girls and the fit guys on social media. I will say a lot of that feels very attention driven nowadays just because of the types of things that they choose to wear in the
A
gym.
1000%.
Yeah, like I'd be
yeah,
like,
the
this is a
gym clothes be
little
wild.
I'll be like, this a little much, you know what I'm saying? Like, you damn near got a thong on in the gym. Like, are y'all cool? Like, that's so
and
I
the
look at stuff like
construction
that.
guys are
Yeah.
killing it right now.
Yes.
Firemen too.
And so, like, there was one day, like, where my ex he had posted like a picture of himself with his shirt off on Instagram with his like the little V lines that y'all have down there. And I was like, that's a bit much, but I mean, he's like, I'm just showing like my physique or whatever, and I was like, okay. And he's a gym guy, so I didn't like trip about it, but I was like, I feel like your pants a little bit low. Yeah,
Thirst
It's
trapping.
like you about to slip.
yeah, like
I understand the temptation to want to show yourself off. I get it.
Mhm.
I get it. We all want to do it, right? However, it's just all about discipline. And like let's not gaslight the people we with. Like, oh, that don't mean nothing. Them girls
Yeah,
ain't. Come on now. You
yeah,
I
know
can
what you
honestly
know where you with.
say I had a boyfriend when I was in high school that didn't like me wearing crop tops. And I used to be like, my mom doesn't care. Why do you? But now that I'm older, I realize, okay, I probably didn't need to be 15 wearing a crop top. But that was the style. Like, it
Yeah.
My
was the
mom, my
style.
mom, I didn't wear a crop top till I was out of my mama's house. My mom did not play that at all.
No, like I would always have like a jacket or like a flannel to cover it. But if it was summer,
Yeah,
she wasn't
Yeah.
tripping.
yeah.
You know, Toriana, I do want to push back on the idea that you said earlier. I think a man should want to change you a little bit.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
if I if I s- if I see a woman and I see potential in her, yeah, I see what you can be. I don't see who you are, right?
That's
Of
real.
course, I see you are too, but
Yeah.
yeah, I think that it makes sense for a man to want to. I think we can on one hand say that certain things don't matter, right?
Right.
Like some
Yeah.
people say, oh, body count doesn't matter, or this, that, and the third doesn't matter how she dressed, doesn't matter none of this, right? And then you still want the best of the men in the world, and you don't expect them to want to raise you, bring you up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's
And
valid. Like, yeah, if you're willing to grow and change and listen to people without thinking it's criticism, right?
mhm, yeah,
Somebody who loves you, they have your best interests for sure. Someone who truly loves you and values you, they have your best interests,
I feel like
100%.
real men
So
do that
what
anyway.
is the, because there's certain women, there's some women that when they do wear a certain outfit and their man says something about it, now the man is labeled insecure.
Or yeah.
So what is it about, like why do women feel like when a
Think
man
it's insecurity.
give correction on what if it's an outfit or how they dress or whatever, now they're labeled insecure?
I think
I
there's
think
some
because they're
insecure
comparing
men out
themselves to
there.
other girls.
hold on,
What you
let's go
say?
Orchid. We're gonna go Orchid, then we're gonna go Toriana.
I think there's some insecure men out there, but I don't think every man is insecure. I think sometimes men know that they have to like fight for and protect what's theirs, and they don't want theirs all the way out there, so that they have to fight and protect everything that's out there. So I don't know. I don't think they're all insecure though. I think
Yeah.
men that really value you, they don't want you out there like that, and especially out of their umbrella. But like when you're with them, um,
Yeah.
they
So
could take you
I'll
out
share.
and you be hyped up and sexy and all this and that. But when you're
Yeah.
outside of their scope where they can't protect you and somebody's gonna treat you like you're a hoe or a slut or a bitch or whatever, they can't really help you with that
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
chose to put it out there.
Right. I'll
Yeah.
share something with y'all. So me and my girl, we was going to a cookout and getting dressed, whatever. She's getting dressed, and she asked me. She was like, what do you think about my outfit? How do you like my outfit?" And I said, "I like it, but I just don't like it for where we're going."
It's a time and a place.
Time and place. Time and place.
Can we ask what she was wearing?
No.
She has some
It's a
shorts
time and a
on.
place.
Time
It's
and
a time and a
place.
place.
I like the outfit. I like the outfit. I just, it just
Not
wasn't
like around the fam.
for where we were going. Right. Now
Yeah, and it's like you
if we
gotta
on
read the
vacation and
room.
it's just, we on the island or
Guys,
something like that. That's different. But we going to a cookout is, it's not even about other men. It's just you
There's like
represent you.
kids there. It's like the whole saying about women wearing thong bikinis to the pool where there's a bunch of kids. Like, I don't agree with that either. Like, I think you should have a covered up your booty.
I think
Like if there's
I want to just, whoever is watching, the men, like, it's important for the men to know how to respond to that,
Mm-hmm.
because it can come off insecure if you don't if you don't say it the right way and you present it in a way like, nah, like, you can't wear that, or I don't want you wearing this. I don't want, like, it can come off completely wrong.
You know my
Yeah.
response to that? So what? Like, what if I am insecure? I'm human, right? I think it's weird when people, not you, Greg, but I think it's this overall thing in general where people use the term insecurity like it's some sort of like, I'm a human being.
Because
They weaponize it.
we all
They
got
yeah,
weaponize it.
insecurities.
I am not God, right? Like,
Right.
yes, I
yeah.
have feelings, I have insecurities, I have all of these things, right? Because I'm human.
We all
So,
got insecurities, and to speak to
yeah,
the women that maybe like feel like they have to over sexualize themselves or whatever, there's an insecurity that lies in that too. So like we could say everything about everything.
There's an insecurity in wanting attention, dressing a
Yeah,
certain
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
People will tell you that you insecure, and because I've been hearing it all week for not wanting your man or woman to like other people's pictures that's got their shirts off,
Yeah.
right? They'll tell you that you insecure because of that, just because you. No, people not always insecure, but even if I was insecure, okay, I don't like it. Can you? I'd like you to, consider
Look at
how I
something else.
feel.
Like it's something like this, and I'm this type of girl. Like if there was a guy that I liked at one point, or we were talking at one point, and I followed him on social media, as a single woman or whatever, like once I get in a relationship, I'm gonna unfollow. I probably unfollow most of the people that I had previous relationships with after the relationship is over anyway. But if I followed a guy at one point and it was because I liked him, as soon as I see that he got a girlfriend or he married or something like that, out of there. Like I'm unfollowing you. And that's just because like I don't need to be following you. Like I know I like you or I know I think you attractive or whatever. So I'm gonna get out of here because I see you're in
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
situation, you know?
I want to say like I went to the Tulip Festival this year and I seen this guy with I'm assuming it was his girlfriend because they was booed up, but he been trying to get with me for the past couple years, right? But it had me thinking, I'm like, dang, did you just get this girlfriend or has she always been a girlfriend? But I didn't like say hi to him or ruin his moment. I literally went home and like deleted him off my social media. Like I had him
Yeah.
on Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, and I just unfollowed him and deleted him because I'm like, okay, well, you got a girl, so there's that. But yeah, like if you know, then you should definitely try to avoid keeping in contact with people that you used to
Yeah.
talk to.
Yeah.
Fellas,
I
y'all know
think
the. Oh,
maybe
go
for
ahead.
me, social media has never been that like deep. I don't know. Like, you
That's
don't
the
go
way
to
you use
social
it.
media for answers. Like, you have to
Yeah.
Yeah,
come
you
to
don't
me for
really know
answers.
people
Yeah.
personally
Like,
enough to like, yeah.
I don't know, because a lot of my scenarios, even too, on social media are hypothetical. So you're not really going to know which stance I take on whichever side. I say the
Yeah.
shit in general. So if you're going to go on there and think that you think that I like just want to use men for money, or I think that women should just use men for money, or they do this or they do that, you're not going to know what my stance is
Yeah.
unless you talk to me in person.
Personally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to me, social media is not that deep. And then too, it's like everybody's highlight reel. So like, what's really going on in real life? Like
Yeah.
behind the scenes, a lot of people who you think got it really ain't got it like that, and
Yeah.
all
Okay,
this and that. So a
you
lot of things on social media aren't what
when you
they
when you say it's
Seem
not
to
that
be,
deep, what do you mean by that? It's not that
I
deep.
don't know. I just don't get too caught up in social media. Who likes what? Who does what? Who's checking out what? I mean, like at this point, sometimes social media can look like the closest thing to XNXX or Pornhub. So it's just like I don't know, open up my shit, and sometimes I'm like, damn algorithm, like, do you know what I'm watching in my private time? Like, and
Yeah.
it'd just be like a whole bunch of crazy scenarios. So I just don't think that social media is. I don't know.
I,
I
I
think it is
think.
that deep
Oh,
though.
go ahead.
I think it is that deep.
Because
I
it's
do.
not. It's not
You
real.
make you make money. You make money on social media.
Mhm.
It's that deep.
Well, like to me, it's not that. It's not that deep. Okay, so to like
I think
even
it's the
explain,
exposure that
pairs,
comes with it.
the
Yeah.
parasocial relationships on social media, it's real. People can develop these real relationships with you
Excuse me.
in their minds, and it's one sided. It has nothing to do with you. They've like in their mind locked in on you, and they're so committed to you. So like
The fact that you
somebody.
can make money on the platform
Mhm.
tells you that it's that deep.
But that's what I'm saying. Like from my, I don't know how to explain this without sounding like an
Your
asshole.
your
Like
experience is different. I get. I
Yeah.
on
can
my
relate to that.
end,
Yeah.
it's not that deep. Like I even
Yeah,
have.
because not everyone's on social media making money.
Yeah.
Oh well, then that's a
I
waste of
think
time
what
because it's very easy.
Orchid,
But
let me ask you this. I think what I'm interpreting you saying is that you use social media as a tool
Yes,
mhm.
as
in
it's
your
supposed. She
life.
uses it as it's supposed to be used.
So
Why
Yes.
would
So
I
you're using it
and
as a tool, but there
even when it
are
comes
individuals
are
they're
consumed.
consumed with social media. But you're using it as a tool to produce money to pay
Mhm,
your bills. And for
mhm.
Yeah.
you, that's all you kind of see it
That's all I
as.
see.
I get
So
that,
I don't
but,
see
but we
like
can't.
even
But
I
we
have
can't.
women and men who have developed these relationships with my social media persona. It's not that deep
But,
Yeah.
for
but we
me.
can't. We can't negate that social media doesn't have an impact on
It
society.
does have an
It
impact for sure.
definitely does for
It
sure.
does for sure. I
It has
think
an
Can
you
I
can
impact on
you can
relationships.
go
It has an
from
impact
zero
on
to a
friendships.
hundred so
Right.
quick.
can
Right.
I say something about how Instagram is real? Because I've been being told for the last since I posted a video about the liking pictures that it's not real, right?
Mhm.
I tend to think that that's an unsophisticated thought, and I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
I don't think I don't think people process it enough when they do say that because yes, to a degree, it's not real, right? You are real. So when
Mhm.
I use this tool, just the way I use an email to send an email to somebody, and I send a message, right? That's what social media is. Social media allows me to express myself. It allows me to communicate with other people. I
It's
get
a
on social
gateway
media.
to make money, talk to
Yeah,
people, build
it's
your
a gateway
brand.
Yeah.
to. It's mainly a gateway. Let's be honest. It's mainly a
It's a
gateway
way to
to
cheat.
meet other people.
It's
Yes.
a
It's
great way to
mainly
cheat, meet other people, all types of stuff.
yeah,
Because I can
right.
sit here and say, I I was with somebody and I've never been the type of girl to like I've never been the type of girl to like care about my guy liking other people's pictures and stuff. But it get to a point where it's like, Instagram is a little messy. So you scrolling and all the girls that you follow, your man name is on every single picture and you like wait a damn minute now, like you liking everybody's stuff. And so like I there was one point in time where my ex, like he has a pretty large following on social media, and he always does like this red pill talk shit, and that's not his real life, but that's his internet persona.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And he gains a lot of like female followers because he is an attractive man, I'm aware of that. And like he'll be following a bunch of people back, and then I'm noticing like, okay, you followed her back and then you also liking a lot of her pictures, like you're very invested in that for some reason. So I ended up finding out that I was being cheated on with one of the girls that he had just followed on social media, and it was like an
mm,
instant thing because like they were able to meet up and see each other and go out and all kind of stuff, and it was like I didn't want to think that, but it is a very real thing. Like that shit can be very real and detrimental to
Yeah.
relationships,
Especially when you're
depending
seeing
on
all
how it's
these different
used.
attractive people,
I
people that
think
look
yeah.
good.
I
Or
think
or
Yeah.
but
depending on
I
how
don't
it's
know.
used, you gotta have like some sort of strength. I don't know. I
It
have
depends
my
on how
idea.
it's
You
used
have
for
to have
sure.
boundaries, and
Hmm.
that's something people don't want to have. You have to have discipline.
Yep.
That's something people don't want to have. But I think we can all say that Mont's page on Instagram is a shining example of what he's interested in, and that is his home, his girl, his household,
Yeah.
like
Hmm.
what he has and what he's building. And you
Yes.
don't
I
typically
don't get that
see
at all.
that. What'd you say, Greg?
I'm joking. No, I'm joking.
But I mean, he reached out to me via DM and said, "Hey, I want you to be a part of this podcast." Well, the first thing I went to do before I responded was, "What kind of man is this?" And I
Well,
went
what
and
kind
I
of
saw what
content
kind
is
of man
this?
that
Yeah.
was. And so I think that there is hope as well for the negative. There's still hope for men who are putting it all out there for the women in their life, for their children, for their home, etc. And I think that that should be stated as well.
So let me ask you all this: outside of making money, outside of posting pictures, what is the purpose of social media? What is the ultimate?
I
I
think
believe
the
it depends on what
networking.
you're doing it for. For me, I use my platform to encourage. I use my platform to encourage other people to become their best self. And so for me, it's purposeful. It's a part of my purpose. It's not just something I
Yeah.
get up and I want to just do. You're not going to see, you know, anything on my platform that's not going to actually encourage you.
Yeah.
So for me, it's about your purpose.
Yeah. I'm a
Yeah.
musician, so like a lot of the stuff that's on my social media has to do with my music. So,
Exposure,
and
right?
it's been like that for yeah, and it's been like that for years. And I even tell people like I hate this age of like being an artist where you have to be active on social media because that's the only way people are going to see you and want to hear the music and things like that. I hate that because it feels so inauthentic, but it's just something that's part of what I have to do. And I also have people behind me. I have a machine behind me that pays me to do these things. So I'm like I have to be engaged. So
Well, at this point, when it comes to musicians, I feel like make a trash song, do one of those drop the mic in the middle of somewhere, and that shit will take off for you because those songs
all
are
my
garbage.
skin
So if you're making that amazing music, I suggest you get you one trash ass catchy song. Go
You
do
gotta
that
do
drop
one
the
bad
mic
song.
ass
You gotta get one
performance
bad one.
and watch your shit take off. Then you'll get that record deal of a lifetime.
Oh my god.
Because
For
it's
me,
true. I
I
think
would
that's
say
part of
like
social media too. The people who are actually like consumers on social media, they are not typically positive people. Like you're not
No.
going to get these millionaires and billionaires that are on social media just scrolling mindlessly all day and entering the chat on these different things. You're getting the traditional 9 to 5 or somebody who's
Mhm.
mad and upset and pathetic and oh
I
my god,
was doing
it's so bad to
research
say,
on
but
that
like somebody who's
actually.
not like cognitively there to know that you don't sit and mindlessly scroll and enter all these random ass chats all day, and that's
Yes.
not real life. So
Mhm.
I feel like you have to look at it from that perspective because I thought I was going to do like women's empowerment, domestic violence advocacy, all these positive things on social media, and then social media came back to me and told me what my real algorithm is, and then that's where I listened to it, took the advice, and it took off. And it's a lot of controversy, conversations, and
Yeah.
things that I don't really give a like. If you want to be frank, I really don't give a fuck to speak about. But
Yeah.
it's what
I'll say
pays.
like social media for me because I think I was like 12 or 13 when I got Instagram. So back then it was just pictures, right? You couldn't
Mhm.
post no videos.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
it was just all pictures. So to see how Instagram has evolved is pretty fun. But I think the downside of it is that we are more exposed because look now, like you said, we're raising up awareness, we're raising controversy when we open our mouths and speak on topics that might not necessarily be so popular or
Yeah.
people are might not so necessarily open about. So like for me, I realized that I'm a mom, so I got kind of bored like after the pandemic. I was like, man, I'm just playing around on social media, and then I started getting like attraction, like, and I would just post silly stuff or like it wouldn't even be nothing silly. It would be
Yeah.
lighthearted things, and
And
that
now
kind of
everybody's
like
so conscious around everybody's so super conscious about what they post. And
right.
how can I make money from this? How can I go viral?
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah,
all of
that's
these,
what
it's
it
all of
feels
these
like,
things.
right?
Yeah.
It's like
Hmm.
everybody is like, "Oh, I want this." But I feel like for me, I didn't know it was going to happen like that. Like I just know one day I had 3.8 million views and I was like,
Yeah.
like what? Like are you
Get
kidding
you a
me?
product,
So
start selling it.
Yep.
I know, right? So like it opened my view of like, okay, now how do I appreciate the people that are following me? How do I
Yeah.
show up for them on my page? How do I show them that I'm still the person that they followed? I'm still, that same person. So I just think about how to maintain your authenticity because like Alexis said, everybody's trying to make a profit off social media.
Yeah.
Everybody has something that they want to sell or a service, and it's so like how do you entertain your people without being like, oh, I need to make money, like the money's just gonna come, but you can't like be forceful about it. You can't
Yeah.
like be talking to the people that follow you and be like social media ain't shit. It's like, okay, if you feel that way, why you on here, like.
So, how,
Yeah.
so how do y'all feel about your partner being on your social
Hold
media
on,
page?
Greg. Let me answer your question real quick. I was going to say what I think the purpose is. I
Mhm.
think the purpose of social media is to connect people to people, places, and things.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So you end up connecting with what you have interest in. So
Mhm.
that could be
Mhm.
women, that could be restaurants, it could be in motivational talk, right?
Uh-huh.
It's just there to connect you. And that's
Mhm.
what
Mhm.
I think social media is.
Yep. Even
So
for sellers, it just connects you to buyers.
yeah,
Mhm.
that's
That's
I
just,
agree with you.
that's essentially what it is. It just helps you to find your audience. You do your product research and you find out what these people are actually buying, and then it's the channel to connect you there. So for
Yeah.
anybody who's into social media or you want to make money, I'm telling you, TikTok to me is the highest paying platform there
Oh
is
yeah,
right now,
that is
and
a
it
fact.
is such a
That's
Right.
beast,
factual.
No,
Yeah.
I
such a
agree with
beast.
it 100% because prior to social media, you didn't have access to people overseas, or you didn't have
Yeah.
or
access to
random people you've
You
never
had to
met in
go
your life
outside
can
and talk to
come
people.
on a live interview and buy something from you just off of you finding a pain point and speaking to a pain point based off of just one product. And to me, I
Yeah.
think that is one of the most powerful things. I think it's insane how
Yeah.
fast the turnaround is for that.
so I
Yeah.
guess depending on what your platform is it important to add your partner to your social media, or let it be known that you're in a
If
relationship?
they want to be on there, then cool. If they
Yeah.
don't, then no.
I'm
Like,
Yeah.
toxic. I
I
blocked
think
I
it
don't
them.
think it's
is.
I'm
a
not gonna
big deal
lie.
if you post your partner or not.
I
I
blocked.
think
Like
it is.
depending on what you're talking
you
about.
block
Like
them?
Yes, I do.
Wow.
Wait,
Y'all
you
gotta
block your
remember,
partner?
Orchid they older guy, so she called the shots. So she pretty much control. She
No,
controlling
What?
everything.
Orchid date older men that's not in the loop. They don't know what's going on.
yeah, they ain't on
I like
They
tell
don't
them
Instagram.
know
put
what's
up
going
Instagram
on.
by 9 o'clock.
It's it is like how
My
much
men
money
don't
you
know
need? How
shit
much money
about
you
no
need, babe?
enter the chat. They don't know what a chat is or how the fuck to enter it. So I like it
They
that
still
way. It will stay
they
that
still
way.
trying to figure out how to
Young
cash up you
boys, get
money.
out of my DMs because I will never respond to you. Just know that.
Yeah, I would say like again, like I mine is just for music, but I do find myself getting like subconscious about like, okay, this people I posted this song and everybody liked this song, but like I posted this one where I'm like being really vulnerable and talking about like the things that I deal with like mentally and emotionally, and it's not getting as much traction. So maybe I need to go back to this other one where I'm like really talking my shit, but like I have to like for me being authentically myself is more important than anything when it comes to my artistry. And so it's just like, okay, sometimes things gonna work, sometimes things not gonna work, and you just got to keep going regardless. Like it's like
Right.
you just have to keep going.
And look, the
But
people following you are seeing your journey, right?
yeah,
It's not like they not showing up and they not in your comments, they not liking it. Like
Yeah,
they're watching you.
yeah,
So I don't think you should feel ashamed if you are vulnerable about, and you just have to be comfortable about what you're being vulnerable sharing, you
yeah,
know? And that's what it boils down to. Whatever you share, just be comfortable with it because people might not react the best to it, but then there's people who are like, thank you for sharing this because I can relate, you know? So you never know what you might say that can help someone.
yeah. I
You know,
think it's natural to just compare yourself to like other creators or whatever on social media, and it's like, okay, well, what are they doing that I could be doing? And I always take tips and pointers, but like I think when you start to get in the space of like you start to feel envious or jealous of others, that's the part that becomes unhealthy. So you just
Yeah.
have to find your pocket and just keep going. So yeah,
I
Right.
think you have to figure out too what your goal is because there
yeah,
could be a goal to definitely just inspire, and that's your main goal, or
yeah,
there could be a goal to just make the money and then get off.
yeah,
There's a difference. So
yeah,
like when my goal was to inspire and I want to change so many lives and help so many women and so many survivors and all this and that, I wasn't seeing dollars. And
yeah,
then when my goal switched and I wanted the goal to be that I want to make money every day that I wake up and I get on social media, then my message changed.
So
yeah.
outside of
Mhm.
connecting you to people and other things, what is the downside, and how does it affect
hold on,
relationships?
Greg. I want to answer your question. I think people should, in many cases, post a significant other. Now, if you have a business or if you're an artist, that's different, right? If I'm a
Mhm.
music artist, that don't got nothing to do with my page, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, if you just posting for shits and giggles, you better post me. Now, now if you posting yourself, if you posting pictures of yourself, you look cute, you look nice, you better post me. Now, if you got one of them pages where you just post memes all day because you just post whatever, I don't care. But yeah, you better post me.
I'm not
Like for
gonna lie,
example,
even as an artist, I post my person. Like when I get in a relationship with somebody and we locked in, people know that I have a man. And even if
yeah,
I don't post him, people know that I have a man. It's not that's
yeah.
not something I'm gonna keep a secret, anything. It doesn't matter that I make music or whatever and I'm looking for I've lost so many followers over time from like being in relationships or whatever because people want to see you single and oh,
Yeah.
girl, we don't want to see, especially like my female followers. They like, girl, we don't want to see you with that man and blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, I'm happy though. And y'all gonna know that I have a person, even though like I'm making music about like whatever. Like y'all are gonna know that I have somebody.
You
Point
personally
blank.
you post his arm or you post his whole his
No,
picture?
I
I was
post
gonna say something
him.
about that,
Like I post
Greg.
him. No, I post
I
him.
post
Oh,
arms
shit.
unless you take me on a trip. Trip, you might get a little face.
I
Arms
Okay.
for the motherfuckers who keep me in town. Just
I'm
saying.
I
very
post him and he posts me. It's like that.
I
I'm
feel
different. I'm different on that. If you are my husband, your face will be on my page. If you
Gotcha.
are my boyfriend, then your arm will be there. Your leg will be there. The back of your head will be there. But you will be there because it's important that people
Not
understand and know
yeah.
that I am in a committed relationship. But I've also had friends who exposed their relationship to the cruelty of social media
Oh
and
Mm,
it
yeah,
ended
bashing your
because of people's
partner.
comments. So
yes.
you have to be prepared to fully expose your relationship and your significant other, especially if you have a large following
Hmm.
and they do not, then you have to, have some sort of protection around your relationship. But
Yeah.
yes, a husband's only over here, and if you are not a husband, then you will have an arm, a leg, or
Mhm.
back of your head.
That's
I'm
valid.
not. I'm not mad at that deal. That makes sense. Like it's like his presence is known, but I just
Mhm.
won't post your face. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Like I think it's like it's just a part of being intentional. Like I can't. I'd be real slick not to post my girl on my page, right? I know the stuff I know it brings a lot of women to my page, right? No, my woman got to be on my page. I need you to see her face. I don't, if I didn't post her, I'd probably get a lot of DMs, and I don't. Nah,
You're
I'm intentional.
avoiding it.
Yeah, yeah. Now you're gonna see my woman. So, guys, it's all about being intentional with it.
So
Yeah,
Um,
that's solid.
so I want to go back to my other question. So what is the negative side of how does it affect relationships being on social media, regardless of if your social media is to promote your music, to
I
promote
think
your
what
business?
Charlotte said. I think what Charlotte said, you're subjecting your relationship to other people's opinions. You're subjecting your relation you and you have to be prepared for stuff like that. And if you're not, it can cause issues in a relationship, and you have to be careful about what it is that you post, what how much of your relationship are you posting, things like that. I think it's okay for people to know that you have somebody, but people don't need to know all of the ins and outs of your relationship at all. Like
Yeah.
they don't need to know where y'all at, where y'all vacationing, or none of that stuff needs to be like it. That don't have to be out there.
And
Like,
I'll also
yeah,
say, I'm sorry, Alexis.
you're
And
okay.
I'll also say too that it's personal. A part of it is personal. It's about your own personal morals and values and how you navigate the space of social media, because there are certain things that I'm just not going to be doing. Like
Hmm.
I don't follow men because I love men. You see what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be
Yeah,
sitting around scrolling through a whole bunch of men that I never will probably meet in real life.
yeah.
So I don't follow men. I have a strict rule about not following more than 50 people at a time. And the
Hmm.
people that I follow have to be benefiting my life in some way. They
Yeah.
have to be teaching me something. They have to be encouraging
Hmm.
me in some way. And so those are boundaries that I've set up because I know me,
Hmm.
right? Because I can go off and be looking at a bunch of niggas all day with muscles, like because I like niggas with muscles. I mean, so I'm just saying that you have to set up those boundaries with yourself, because let's just say I didn't have that boundary. Well, once I get me a nigga with muscles, then I'm gonna have some conflicting behaviors going on, because I still want to look at these guys right here, but I
Yeah.
got one right behind me
Right.
that's
Like
trying to.
Charlotte,
comparing.
Charlotte, you know what? I respect that take, because a lot of times when we think of lust, we think of it from a male perspective. We never think of it from.
No, women can be lustful too.
I
Yeah.
know, I
Absolutely.
know, I know that. But when we hear the word lustful, we think of men, scrolling and being thirsty and all that stuff on social media. So I appreciate the honesty, just even the fact that, like, listen, I know if I follow a bunch of men, she know that,
mhm.
No,
she.
I think
Women
it
just
could
tend to
come
be
from
more
women as
careful.
well. A
Yeah.
woman ovulating, scrolling a phone is just as
Mhm.
dangerous as a man waking up every single day scrolling the phone.
For
Yeah.
Like,
sure.
Like that's like I've had
But we,
conversations
we
with
get more
girls
of the
that be
heat for it.
like,
That's
that's
because
true.
why I've had
it's in
conversations
your
with girls that
nature.
be like, after the relationship is over, they'll say, "Oh, well, he was a lustful man. I was in a relationship with a lustful man, and all he wanted was sex, 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 sex."
I mean,
Okay, well, he
yeah.
was a lustful man, but how you was in the bed with him, so you
Right.
lustful too. You're just as
Right.
lustful as he is because he was able to lead
Mhm.
you there.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
like, what are we talking about? Women can be just as lustful as men. It's not just a men
Because
thing.
them
Like,
I think
construction workers, they do it every time to me.
she's stuck on the construction
Listen,
worker.
construction workers, they done slid in my DM. I slid back one time, then I was like, okay, let me get it together. But yeah,
yeah,
it's
I
some
think I think
construction workers.
women tend to be, right, and this don't mean all of them, tend to be a little bit more carefully lustful, right?
Hmm.
Like a woman who likes a certain type of guy, she like a certain type of guy versus men who is like, oh damn, look at her, damn, look at her, damn, look at her, right?
Yeah.
We let her get away
Yeah.
with it, right? But I know I would feel the same way. Like if you go to a guy page and you like, oh yeah, this nigga got motion. Oh, I see he's a handsome guy or whatever, and he's single and he posts himself and all that type of stuff. And your girl is follow him. It's like, why would you be following this nigga, right? It's like that. It's like especially if he not offering value, he's just I just post up and I leave. I just pick up my
Lust.
car, I leave, right? It's like
It's
Because
lust.
two men are they be easy on social media. And then like what was it? It was one dude, like I'll give it to him. He was super fine. And I think he just thought he had it like that to just be like, let's link, let's hook up, let's whatever. So like if you're weak enough, damn, is that fucked up to say? But if you're weak enough, you could fall for it.
No,
I
that is the
wasn't weak
correct
enough.
time. Like, that's the
Or I
correct
wasn't
time.
ovulating that day. I don't know, whichever one.
If you're
But I
weak
wasn't
enough
weak
or if
enough.
you lack discipline, yes, you can fall for things like that. Or if you lack discernment, you can absolutely fall for stuff like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to get into the main topic, which is to cheat or not to cheat, right?
That was a smooth
I want,
transition.
yeah, I want to get right into the main topic. Because I don't know how long I got y'all for. Now, do women cheat more? Because a lot of the guys be telling me women cheat more than men. I want to know
Women
from y'all
cheat
experience.
better. Women
They
I
cheat
cheat
don't
more.
better.
know.
I don't think
I
that women
genuinely
cheat.
don't know. I don't know.
I don't
Thank
condone
God for your
cheating.
innocence.
I can
Black
only
women
speak for
don't cheat
me.
though.
I can only speak for me, but I don't like being around nobody that is a cheater. Like
Nobody.
my own blood brothers will tell you I don't give a damn about them being my brothers. Don't bring no woman around me if you're not gonna do right by her. Point blank
Right.
period. And I do that the same thing I do with my brothers, I do with my sisters or my best friends. Don't bring no man around me if you know you're not gonna do right by him. I had a homegirl that was married. And we went out to dinner one day and she brought her side dude to dinner with us and we stopped being friends because you're not about to have me in the middle of that.
Yeah,
So
they
Immediately.
want you to
I don't
condone
condone
it.
all that.
They want you
Br-
to
Immediately.
condone it.
bringing your side dude to dinner with me is like getting in a car with crack and all the illegal drugs,
No, literally.
and you just put me in that car with you. You like, have you
The
lost your
hot
mind?
seat for real.
No, for
That's
real.
crazy. That is
That is
crazy.
crazy.
I do not think that women cheat more. I do not think that women cheat more because we're too emotional. And when we get connected to you, we just connected until we not no more.
I think when women
And
cheat is deeper though. I do think when women cheat it
It's
is much
deeper.
deeper than
100%.
when a man cheats.
100%. I agree with that.
But
If
okay,
we
I'll
if
say that for majority of women. Um, I don't know, to give you the background. I don't care. It's my story. I share it all the time on my own podcast. Like I used to be a woman who dealt with having a lustful spirit. I cheated. I've done all these great things back then. Like it could be for a woman the same way, not
Hmm.
caring or not having to be so deeper into a relationship. I think a majority of women who cheat, it's more emotional, more intense, more whatever. But like in my own scenario, I was almost like the man. It wasn't that deep to me.
Yeah.
It was whatever the
mm,
benefit
You,
was for the time.
you know, I'm not gonna give y'all that. I'm not gonna give women that, and I because I don't be giving the men the other. Because men be trying to act like, oh man, we just be fucking on the nigga. No, you like her, right?
Yeah.
You like her, and you
Mm-mm.
like
And
taking her out.
like the
So
culture these days,
Or
we
you
have
like the
like
benefits of being around them though,
yeah,
too.
the
Yeah.
Because I
one thing
remember
I'm
at
not.
one time when I was on my like
Yeah,
serial cheater motion, I
yeah,
had took myself on a trip. Yeah, I was something else.
Damn.
I was something else
yeah.
before therapy.
Oh
I was
Lord.
like it's real.
I'm
But I
like, you
used
wasn't scared?
Oh
oh
no.
no, I've been into, if you listen to my podcast, I go into detail where I have
What's it
very close
called?
and kind of seductively said podcasts. I go
Seductively said.
seductively said podcast is on Spotify. I go into where
Oh,
like I had my husband coming up side nigga going down. Like I've had all the
Wait a
crazy.
minute.
Hold on.
I've had
How
the
old was
crazy.
how old was the husband at this time?
Right.
How
Right.
old was he?
Right.
Oh my goodness.
He was not elderly. He was at the time he had to be somewhere in his 30s.
I just got
And I was in my
anxiety.
20s.
Lord.
That's why you like older men now.
No,
They
for
ain't
real.
quick on their feet. They can't.
They can't come up the stairs like that. But no, it was very.
It take a little longer to get upstairs.
This is so fucked up, but it's so true. And I talk about it. It was a real moment in my life. But yeah, I was like a man at one point. Like I had gotten sloppy. Like I was real calculated, knew how to have mine in position. I knew all of that. Like knew what days I would see this one, knew what days to do this with this one. Like I had it all mapped out. And the day where I talk about like the husband coming up, the side dude coming down, it was so close. And the side dude saw my husband actually, but like my husband didn't see my side dude because he didn't know who to look for, I guess. But it was a time.
So I have a question. You say you cheat. Do you say you only were cheating because of the lustful spirit? Do you think there was other
No.
reasons why?
I was in an extremely abusive marriage. My scenario was not typical. No, none of that.
You wanted to escape the relationship.
So part of it was escape, and then part of it was just lust. One of them.
What started first? The cheating or the abuse?
The cheating. I mean, no, the abuse. The abuse started.
What kind of abuse started before the cheating? What is it like?
No, it was physical, verbal, mental, financial. Like it was off the rails.
All areas.
Now, were y'all fighting each other, or was it just like him hitting on you?
No, it was more him hitting on me, and then eventually, at one point, I got enough get back to fight back. I talk about it too. I stabbed my ex-husband. In the end, that was the end of it.
Gotcha.
But yeah. So mine
It was unhealthy overall. Like
it was horrible. He turned me into somebody I wasn't. But I dealt with the lustfulness before the getting married. And like in my book, like I thought like once you get married, you get to be like this super slut for your husband and you get to do all these things. And this is like the time to show out and be nasty and do all this acrobatic shit. And so once I was like, wait a minute, like has it been a week? Has it been 2 weeks? Like are we not like
you're lucky if you can get it in once a month.
I have a question for
wait a
Orchid.
fucking minute.
So when you were cheating, do you feel like, or when you were in that marriage, do you feel like you were depressed in that marriage and that contributed to you cheating? Or do you feel like it was just like something you wanted to do to kind of get back? Or was it a result of you like being depressed or whatever?
I have one that I call him my like emotional boyfriend, and then I have one that was just physically like everything I needed that I was lacking in my marriage. Like I talk about this. Like I had a husband and 2 boyfriends. Like I talk about this openly. Like that's why I'm able to say it now. It was a totally different time period in my life.
Question: When did you find out it wasn't what you needed? Because for you to get to the point of marriage, that means you had to. I mean,
I knew before I got married.
So why'd you get married?
I feel like I knew before I got married because even my marriage was like a secret. We like went off to a different state, got married, and then came back. And
dangerous.
And for like a long period of time, I would like hide my ring in front of certain people. Like took a lot for me to tell certain people that I had even gotten married. Like he was abusive before the marriage. So that's why sometimes when people be like, oh, I got married and I didn't know he was like this. No, the signs were there. You just didn't really pay attention to them. So.
Now, when you cheated, were you cheating and was like dismissive, or would you cheat and still be like normal with your partner? Like
I was still normal. I was a beast.
Like,
I was a beast.
What's
Like
going on? How you day?
I was cooking 3 meals a day, 2 snacks, catering, rearing children, all types of shit. Like still sucking dick. Like I was still a wife in every form facet for sure.
That's wild.
And like mine was so wild
look
that
at what's her name?
Even Charlie or even like the
like, what the fuck?
No, this is real.
I'm just like, bruh. I do
real.
one thing, I'm getting caught right away.
No, I was not getting caught.
No,
And then
like,
even
you used to do cleaning supply. You never clean with this.
So did you like the thrill? Is that what it was?
I loved the thrill. I'm not gonna lie to you. Back then, when I was like super toxic, I did. I loved the thrill of it. I loved almost getting caught, but I didn't, and like the whole taste of the whole thing. I was because the thing is, like, even before I started cheating or whatever, he would accuse me of things, and then I'm like, they had no merit. He had no evidence. He had no nothing. And then it was almost like when I was actually cheating, you never had.
It was a thrill to you
There
that
was
he did
no like
nothing.
you never even second guessed shit that I was
Wow.
doing. Like the things that he thought I was doing were so far off from the truth. So
This
far off
is
from the truth.
very interesting,
Yeah.
to say the least.
Yeah.
Hmm.
When you ready, I got a place for you on next Sunday.
How long
Yeah.
were you guys married before you got divorced?
I was in divorce court longer than I was married. I think we got married in 20. He filed by 21, came back, ended up stabbing him in 22. He still came back, and then we finally got divorced April 1st, which was April Fool's Day. How ironic of this year.
Orchid, are
Oh
you reformed?
Lord, this is fresh.
Are you reformed? Are you a
Oh
reformed?
yeah, I'm reformed now. I'm
Good.
reformed now. So that's why I
How
take
do you
like
know you are?
relationship.
Has it been tested?
Yeah, it's been tested. It's
But
been
you're
tested.
single, right?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
you won't know if you were cheated until
No,
you.
I know because infidelity is truly something that I struggled with, and I was real open and honest about that. And I'm one of those females that really don't care about like the judgment behind it. Like infidelity was something I struggled with because I struggled with being monogamous with one person.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
So
question.
even
What?
I've
So
had people enter poly relationships with me, and they weren't strong enough to truly handle them. So my
so
my lifestyle was always alternative until
outs-
maybe a couple years ago.
outside of abuse, you said you wasn't getting what you need out of your relationship.
Mm-mm.
In the event you get into another relationship and that person at some point doesn't provide what you need, where does that leave you? Like, are you now you're like,
What
okay,
a
am I know I've done it before.
conversation,
Okay.
real
I'm trying to
conversation.
I'm
So
just trying to
I'm
see where the
somebody,
growth is,
yeah. So I'm somebody who I know I need physical touch is my number one love language. So I know that's something that is very important to me.
Okay.
So I make sure that that's secured and locked in off the bat. Now, whether that be it has to be full blown sex every day or it has to be whatever, like I make sure that like my needs are
No,
met
Has
at some
anyone
point.
else on the panel ever cheated?
I've never cheated. But I'm listening to Orchid and saying her number one love language is physical touch. And I'm thinking to myself, like, I wonder if that's like a common thing for people who need that as their number one love language of physical touch, and
Hmm.
they need it like that. Like, I
Hmm.
wonder if it's like a normal thing for them to feel like either they want to cheat or to go do it when they are not getting it.
Hmm.
I'm not a physical touch person, but it's also because I've been through certain things in life that have made me very closed off to physical touch with people that are
Mhm.
outside of like my family or close friends.
Right.
But I have had like my number one love language is quality time, and I
Mhm.
ain't gonna cheat because I don't like spending time with everybody.
Right.
But
Okay.
but I like for if it was physical touch, I just wonder, like, how do you go about that if you're not getting it? And I've had people cheat on me because it was an issue in our relationship that I was not a very physical person, and I still struggle with that now. But
So a new
For
word that I
me,
just
Yeah.
oh yeah.
go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead. Do your thing.
oh no, I would just say okay. I one time for real, but it was literally with my first boyfriend. Like we broke up, and then I started dating someone new. Long story short, I like got grazed in the head by a bullet. My current boyfriend,
Wait.
he was a prep school boy, so like he didn't. I was like really depressed when that happened to me, and he still holds it to me this day. He's like, "You cheated on me with that nigga." And I'm like, because he was there for me, like, and God rest his soul, because he's passed away now, like my first boyfriend. But I didn't regret it because my other boyfriend, we ended up breaking up because of that. And I didn't even tell him. He found out because I told one of my friends, and she ended up sleeping with him. So I always say, like, cheating isn't good because it becomes an entanglement that you
It
don't want. And so even though it wasn't like, oh, I'm getting back with him, because we didn't like I didn't end up being with neither one of them. It was just I learned for myself that okay, if I want to be in a healthy relationship, I need to be with someone who is emotionally available for me. You know what I'm saying? And not everyone has that inside of them to be emotionally available when you're going through like distress or hard time. So I learned that at a young age, and that kind of affected me on how I have relationships with people now. It's like, okay, how vulnerable and open can I be with you about what I'm facing in life? You know, like, are you going to run away, or are you going to stick around and be like, hey, you know, I got your back, I'm here for you, you know? So that's
So
my experience.
so you stay in a situation because of tenure, maybe time. You put time in, you invested. You may actually love the person, but the step outside of the relationship because of lack is easier said than done. But why not just have the conversation and just say, "This is what I need."
I had the
Yeah, I think you
conversation
do
in
try
my
to talk
experience.
about it.
So
Yeah,
I
in my
guess
experience, I had the conversations. I still have the journals where I journaled about like wanted this to happen and that to happen. Like I remember one time in my marriage, we went to like a hotel like during the day, and it was like one of those ones with like the little spa tub and like
mhm.
the little ones meant basically for sex. And we went there and we did not have sex. Like I journaled about that like all the way back, and I was like that. I feel like was my breaking point where I was like, okay, like if we're not if we don't went to this far and still nothing, then I'm gonna.
That was
That's what turned my eyes on.
was that
I would
before or after
say
you cheating?
I think abusive
Hmm?
relationships can be different because it becomes a cycle that you just kind of get used to after a while. And it may be harder to
That
walk away
and they're you're
mentally and
being like
emotionally.
deprived of a need.
Yes, and you're still, even though this person has proven themselves to be like very abusive in certain area or several different areas, you still have hope in some way that this thing will change and it won't always be
And it
this
never
way.
does.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and so I think that's a little more complex than just like somebody else like just
In a
cheating. Because
regular
I
relationship.
think my question is like if you haven't been in an abusive relationship and you cheat because there's a lack in your relationship, why stay in the relationship after you cheat, or why not just
I
leave? You
usually
know.
leave. Like on other scenarios where there was no
Mhm.
case of abuse, I'll leave.
Yeah.
Because
I
Before
what's the
don't.
point?
I
Like to
don't.
me,
before
men
cheating,
don't
before you cheat, or you cheat and then they're like, "All right, you know what? I'm cheating, so I'm not
cheat
supposed
and
to."
then after I know I'm the one that fucked up and I'm wrong and I leave.
Sorry, I'm a
Mm.
So
Virgo.
like because for me, men don't take it like how women can sit back, take it. We take all the shit that comes with it, knowing about the other woman, the emails, the text, all
That
that.
need to stop. We need to
Men
stop doing
do
that.
not take it the same way. I don't give a fuck what that man tells you. That will always be in the back of his head. He may love you to death from here to Timbuktu, but they do not take it the same. It's like somebody that came up in their house and robbed them of everything. They will never look at you the same, ever.
Yeah,
So
That's
for me,
real.
I think it's a little bit different. Like my stepfather cheated on my mother. I don't condone cheating, and I've never cheated, but I've seen it, right?
Hmm.
And so I've seen when my stepdad had a baby on my mama,
Oh Lord.
and
I've been through that too.
I see my mama hold that baby, and so
Oh
Done
my
that
Lord.
thing
too.
is, that when it comes to cheating, for me, it's a character flaw.
Oh
Hmm.
yeah.
It's a character flaw within yourself,
Hmm.
Yeah.
because no one should have that much control over you to cause you to act outside of your true character.
Yeah.
So if that is in your true character to
Hmm.
cheat, then it was in you, whether I was doing what I'm supposed to be doing or
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
That's
it's
true.
it's a character flaw in my opinion. And so I think that seeing that, of course, it made me want to do something different, but I also just made a decision like, okay, I don't think I want that character flaw. I don't want that to be a part of my identity. I don't want that to
Yeah.
be a part of who I am as a
And it's
person.
dangerous.
Yeah.
So
Like,
it's just about like your character, your integrity. And as far as someone, if I don't believe that I've ever been cheated on. I've never called anyone I dated cheating. But I believe that if something like that were to happen, I would immediately leave the relationship. As
Yeah.
hard as that may be, I would immediately really leave the relationship because, well, clearly I'm not giving you something that you want
Yeah.
or need. And so I've also told guys that I was dating, especially if it got to the point where it was serious, potential, life partner, that, hey, listen, this is one of my non negotiables. If you ever cheated on me, please understand that I am going to try to take everything that you own, including the kids. And
Yeah.
so that's not vindictive, that's protective, in my opinion. And so, but that's something that you have to know about someone going in. This is a non-negotiable. So please don't try this. If you
Yeah.
try this, this is the consequence.
Yeah. Yeah. That's valid. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I've never cheated on anybody, and I've been cheated on though, and it is very hurtful. Like I got cheated on. I was engaged at one point, and I didn't know I was being cheated on the entire time I was engaged. I had
Oh,
no idea that I was being cheated on until we posted pictures that we were engaged. And then somebody sent me a message saying that he had been seeing her for however long and he had been sending her money and they were going on dates.
wait, how
He,
she find your
he
page
would
though?
she knew about me. He told her about me.
Oh
And
my
so
god.
he would, when she would come into town, because she lived in a different state than us, when she would come into town, he would book a hotel and go see her at the hotel. And the hotel was like maybe a mile away from our apartment.
Oh
Like
my
it was
gosh.
I've never cheated on anybody. That was one time where I felt like I wanted to though. But when I started to feel like I wanted to, it wasn't because I just wanted to cheat to feel better. I wanted to cheat to make him feel like I felt.
Mm.
Right.
And so I was just like, okay, well, I need to just step away from this relationship because that's not something that I want to do anyway. And it's not going to make me feel better to cheat on him. So I've never done it. And I don't want nobody feeling like it makes me feel to be
Yeah,
cheated
I
on.
don't
Like,
think
I
it's
just
a
couldn't
good
do it.
thing. Like, I don't think people should do it. And if you, like you said, if you're thinking about doing it, then you need to like walk away
Yeah.
and figure your own stuff out.
Yeah.
And one thing I'll say too, in that time of my life, I don't think I had my voice yet. So I don't think
Mhm.
I had like that advocacy to stand up for my needs, to be like, hey, like I'm like this super sexual. Like I would drop hints, but I wasn't straightforward.
Yeah.
So like now, like just being older, I'm just more straightforward and I communicate what my needs are. Back then I wasn't really.
I'm gonna go with Charlotte on this one. I think it's a character flaw. I think
It is.
Yeah.
whether regardless of what the person does, whether it's abuse, whether it's they
Because
cheated on
it's
the person.
gaslighting and manipulation to say
Right.
that because of you, I did X, Y, and Z. No, I
Absolutely.
did X,
Yeah.
Y, and Z because
Cheaters.
I wanted to, because
Yeah.
Right.
At the end of the
I
day.
wasn't having my needs met and I wasn't feeling fulfilled. It's
Yeah.
not, can nobody make you do anything. Like,
Yeah.
can nobody not do something and then you go fall on a dick? That's just not how gravity works.
Yeah.
So it's just like you really do have to look within and figure out like, why am I doing this? And even
Yeah.
like through therapy and like healing all that, I was able to figure out like why I was doing that. I was able to figure out why I was into polyamorous relationships and why this and why that. So it's a
But
whole.
to go back to what he was saying earlier, like for me personally, I don't know if men or women cheat more because if my girlfriends be cheating, they know I'm not the person to come to tell that shit to because I'm judgmental. So I'm not
I know a
one
lot of girls that be
to.
cheating and don't care. Like, strangely enough, there's a lot.
I'm gonna call
Like,
you out on it if you do it because if that man was to do that to you, would you be okay with that? So if my friends do cheat, I don't know. Like I don't know if men or women cheat more because people don't have them conversations with me, and I feel like I don't be around people who are cheaters. Like if I know you're a cheater, I can't be around you. So it's just
Y'all need to
Interesting.
bring on the panel the people that cheat because I want to talk to them.
no for real.
Because
Because
it's always the ones that don't cheat that's end up on the panel, but it's never
Let
the
me
ones.
tell you something. Orchid done cheated enough for all of
I
us.
cheated a time or two. I done cheated a time or two or three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I'm like, mine was in high school. Do that even count?
No, I was grown.
No.
I was grown and I was fully aware, and I think I was like, I was craving different things, and then just to give you guys backstory, even in my own life scenario, and this is what I figured out through therapy, like my biological dad, he was a serial cheater, like a serial fucking cheater. Like this man is probably still cheating to this day.
Oh, this is generational.
Yeah, and it is.
Sometimes it
And
can
so
be.
I watched him. So like, I'll give you the backstory so you can connect the dots. So like back when I was a child, I'm watching him. I knew he had my stepmom that he was legally married to, and I watched him date at least like 3 women in rotation. So that'd be like my stepmom, 2 others.
He's bringing you around these women.
Yes, girl. I would be
Oh,
around the
girl,
bitches, all types of
listen.
shit. So
The
I'm
last
watching.
relationship that I was in, his son told me that he was cheating on me and
Oh
told
my
me the
God.
women. We was just saying he didn't even know he wasn't supposed to be telling me that.
Mhm.
Kid,
So
it'll
And
be
he
them
just
I'm
he
kids.
just sitting on the
watching this,
couch.
and
He
they
just
be
sitting
so
on the couch
young.
and he was like, Alexis, I really like you. I was like, oh, that's so sweet. And he was like, yeah, you way better than my dad other girlfriends.
Oh my
And I was like,
God.
what? And
Mhm.
so he was like, yeah, Mackenzie and Cece. And I'm like,
He wild. He
and
a
this
So
wild
child
I
is
boy.
innocent.
Women
He's six
gotta be
years
asking all
old.
types of questions. When's the last time you seen
Yeah.
them?
see.
He's
I
6
had
years old. He has no idea that I'm not supposed. He's not supposed to be telling me this stuff. He's just an innocent child. But like
Right.
when he
Yeah.
realized, like, cause I didn't confront his dad
Kids are honest.
like that in front of him, but I did. I was like, who is Mackenzie and Cece? And so I could see his son kind of like look like, oh, like I did something wrong. And I was like, I had to reassure him, like, you didn't do anything wrong at all. I just need to talk to your daddy in the other room because what the hell is going
So, Alexis. So how did that affect you moving forward, entering into other situations?
That was literally my last relationship, and I have not been in one since.
Do you want
Well,
to
then,
date
you know
someone
what
with
else?
kids again?
So
I wouldn't mind dating somebody with a child. I don't have any kids myself,
you
so
should date
like
men
I
with
don't
no
know.
children because I do it with 2.
Yeah.
It's less of a headache for you.
That's what my
Yeah.
mom was saying.
If
My
you
You
don't have
should
no
date
mom,
men with
kids,
no children, babe.
he's
You have
good. Like,
options. I have
Alexis,
2,
yeah, you
and I
have
date
a
men with
lot
no
of
children.
options.
Alexis,
Don't, yeah.
go where your heart tells you to go. That's
No,
what you
no,
should do.
no. Get
That's
out
what
her
you should
ears.
do.
No,
Don't
leave her
listen to
alone. Let
this
her be
cheater.
great.
She wants to
She
be
over
the
here have to
first
deal with baby
baby.
mamas,
You
not
know,
always the
right? She
baby
wants to
mamas.
be
Everybody
number
else, you
one.
get a piece of her
yeah.
man. No.
And
Don't
that's the
date men
thing,
with no
like
children.
with my last situation, like his son's mother was not an issue at all. Like she was great. It was him and the amount of women that he was bringing
Did
around
she
his
try to
child.
warn you?
That was she did not try to warn me, but I also it's like she does not really talk to him either, unless it has something to do with their child. They don't talk to each other for real. They don't argue, but
There's
they
no
don't
reason why.
talk unless it got something to do with their kid. Like,
So
That's
Alexis,
that's how
so
it is. Real quick. That's how it is with me. I don't. You don't really gotta talk to them people. Like you don't have to
You
talk to them that much.
don't. You just gotta keep it
right.
moving. Shit. Fuck
yeah,
them. Me
Yeah.
and mine
So
live down the street from each other. I do not have to talk to that man.
yeah, you just if the baby needs
Just
something, y'all
enough.
text each other. Outside of
Send
that,
that
yeah,
money. When them Zells hit,
yeah.
send that money. All right. Thank
But
you.
Orchid, like you, I have children, but I've never seriously been with a woman who had children. I've only dated women who haven't had them. And my thing is, Alexis, if you know what you are comfortable with and what you're not comfortable with, other people will give you suggestions and all that type of stuff. But women, unlike men, women find men who are fathers to be attractive. I
yeah. I
think,
think so. I think
Exactly.
so.
especially if he's a good father, something
And
about
that was
y'all
the
that just
thing.
But
The
I
guy
like
that
it
I
in the
was in
men
a
with no children.
relationship with, the guy I was in a relationship with, he was a full-time dad. Like he had his son 24/7. But I do think I will say this much. I feel like if he had a daughter, the amount of
No.
people that he brings
mm,
around him and who he has around, I think it would be different. I don't feel like
No.
it would have
how
been like
how
that.
old is he if you don't mind me asking?
He is 29 and I'm 30.
Oh
So
shit.
Okay,
He's
so
still
he's still
fucking like a
maturing.
rabbit. That's why.
He's still maturing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully he matures soon. I do think that having your son around a woman you cheating with is not a good look, not a good thing
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, hopefully he matures soon. I mean, I can't fault anybody because I know at
Mhm.
what age I matured at, but I matured at like 26, 27.
Yeah.
Is at least when I started to. But I found part of it was I found a woman that I wanted to I wanted to be serious
Mature
about.
for.
Most of the women that I've been with are women who wanted me more than I wanted them. You know,
Yeah.
Mm.
they chose me and I never really chose them in that way.
Exactly.
So I found a woman who I wanted to choose, who I chose. Like, yo, I want to be with you. and I want to commit to you and all those type of things. So I started to mature. Plus, I mean, but also I had my kids at that point. Like I just started, like my kids was, they was very young around that age. So part of that is like me wanting to be a good father. I can't be out here, running the streets and doing all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Right. I'm very focused on my kids. So, I guess, his time will come when it come. Hopefully, you know.
Yeah, that's on him though. That don't got nothing to do with me. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
he that's dead dog.
Yeah, we.
you know,
I think her.
that's on him.
That
I
my
hope
story
the
just
best for
sparked that
him, and
for her.
whatever is for him finds him. That's on him. I tried to do a lot of like when we broke up, I did a lot of like mental and emotional work for him to kind of figure out like why he was doing that. Because when I asked him why he felt like it was appropriate for him to have all these different women around his son, his response to me was that he was trying to teach his son the art of detachment. And I knew that was coming from his own hurt from somebody else. Somebody did that to you where you felt like you had to teach yourself the art of detachment because you whatever happened to you, and now you're trying to teach this to your son early on to prevent him from feeling whatever I guess you felt. But I got tired of doing that mental and emotional work for him, so I had to just remove myself because I'm it's exhausting. Like I can't do this.
Yeah, that's too much. And coming from being the one that was the child that got to be around multiple women, it leaves damaging effects.
Yeah.
Because then I ended up doing it in my own life later on in
Yeah,
life.
no, his son cried when we broke up. His son cried and he ran up to me and he was like, "Are you leaving because my dad cheated on you?" And I thought that was
Wow.
the most
The fact
hurtful
that
thing
he
I've
could
ever heard.
articulate
Because
that.
as a 6-year-old, why
Yeah,
does
how
he
you
even
even
why
know that?
you know? And it was really that was really hurtful to see overall,
Did
and
did
it
all
took
of
me
this
back.
play out in front of him? Like this
Yes,
wasn't.
like like the breakup. I went to talk to his son about the breakup because we had been together for a minute and I'm always around his child. And so I felt like it was important for us to have a conversation with him and let him know like, hey, we're not going to be together anymore. I'm not going to see you anymore. And it was just like a very mature conversation, but his son was really really upset. And he was like, is it because my daddy cheated on you? And I was like, what? So the conversation that we had about him cheating, that didn't happen in front of his son. Like
Mm,
we had that conversation private, just he and I. It did not happen around him. So that was his son just expressing his emotions and how he felt or what he felt like was happening. And I think that was really hurtful to me to see.
yeah, I think having things, like having kids have that knowledge, I think is like that's doing a lot. But also
Yeah.
like the idea that you got a bunch of girls around your son to teach him the art of detachment is retarded. Like I would have, like it's like people people be stupid. They just be dumb.
Hella
Don't want to teach
dumb.
him the art of detach. Like your son is going to experience tons of different adults in his everyday life. This
Mm-hmm.
teacher,
Yeah.
that teacher, this person came in the classroom to do this. This person, like he's going to meet people. You don't know how to teach him the art of detachment. That's
Mm-hmm.
stupid. And now your son is looking at you
That was
cheat on
just
women.
him
And then
gaslighting
it's
her.
like when you have
Yeah.
kids, you should be dating with better intentions. Like if this person isn't long term, they shouldn't even meet your kid. Like
Yeah.
if they shouldn't even be meeting your kid. If you don't see no
Yeah.
future with them, because that do put harm on the child. My mom
Yeah.
was dating someone for like practically all of my childhood and they broke up when I graduated high school. So like me and all my siblings had to like readjust to this. Boom, mom gets married 2 years later to someone new. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though we're
It has
grown
some effect.
kids,
Yeah.
yeah, even though we're grown kids or whatever, like, I think parents just need to be more intentional when it comes to the person they want to pursue. Like, if it's just dating, okay, you don't need to meet the kids. But if we want to get married, get a house together, like, at some point, then we could talk about you meeting my kid or whatever. Like, I feel like that's just safer for like everybody and even the kids' like emotions.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Now, like, if you guys want the real story about my triangle, and it involved my children, like
Hold,
it really did.
hold on, let me
Um,
brace myself.
yeah, you probably want to. I was wild enough to give you like clarity. So it was my husband who's my like son's father. Then we had my baby daddy who was my daughter's father, and then we had what we called Uncle Wes as my third partner or whatever. So it was able like in scenarios where everybody was in the same room, it was able to happen because of who they were.
Because everybody was close.
Because you got to think two of them are the dads, so they're gonna have to be around, interact anyway. Then we have Uncle Wes, who's always at every birthday party, every this,
You
every
was
that.
cheating
So
with him too?
yeah. So they're
Ooh.
not gonna know. They didn't really.
Alexis, you funny.
I was.
You funny.
I'm just me.
You are funny.
I'm curious. Like I just want to know.
I be thinking
Like,
my shit's bad.
Oh,
I ain't
man.
even touched the surface.
Yo.
I just,
Wait, what
I'm
happened?
trying to figure out how I can get a nigga to text me back.
Well, you have to be very skilled. But yeah,
like she said, the husband, the baby daddy, and Uncle Wes, and I'm like, okay, so all three of them.
Damn, not you done
Yeah,
said the
okay.
name, but yeah, but yeah, it was a lot, but like it was one birthday party. I had all of them
So it was easy
there
for them to not really suspect anything.
because where do I have to go every
Well,
week?
the
I have
baby
to go
daddy
get.
and Uncle Wes knew you was married, and they
Yeah.
wasn't really tripping about. But none
The
of them
thing
knew
that
about each other.
they
Though.
all would say was they could get along. Like Wes and my baby daddy could handle each other. They just didn't like nobody liked my husband. So like if we could eliminate that, and if I put somebody else in that picture, then it would
But
have worked.
none of them knew that you were dealing with the other, except the two that knew you
Not
had
until
a
I
husband.
finally opened up and made it a polyamorous thing in the end.
And they were
But in the
okay with
beginning,
it?
no. I'll say one of them did have a mental break. They really did. Ended up in a mental institution. Yeah. But the rest of them, they just,
Hey, sir, you are missing.
What's your sign?
what
Can
am
you
I?
tell
I'm a
me your
Taurus.
sign? What's your sign?
I'm a
She said she's a
Taurus.
Taurus.
I don't think that means nothing. I don't think that means
It just means I was
anything.
just corrupt as fuck.
I'm sitting here thinking
I
to
got a headache.
myself, this is a crazy scenario.
It's unreal. That's why
I'm
like
with Greg, like Greg rubbing his
Wait.
head, like that's me. Like
Too much.
I'm
Wait,
like,
so
what?
so these men
You need to write a
what,
book.
these
I
men
do.
went
People
into
tell me that all the
No, she
time.
don't. No,
I
she don't.
am. I started to give you real clarity. I did start writing a book this year. It's just really juicy, and like sometimes I take breaks from it. So I've
No, you need
taken
to take
like
all this shit
So
to the
yeah,
grave.
what was the question? Because I need somebody to ask her another
hold on,
question.
hold on, real quick. So these guys got into a poly relationship with you,
hmm
and how old were they?
everybody was in their 30s.
That's the gayest thing I've ever heard.
Everybody was in their
That's
30s.
so
Why gotta be
gay.
gay?
I was
I'm
in my
sorry.
20s, but they were in their 30s.
That's just so gay to like to be
Because they
in
knew either you want a part of me or did you not want me at all? And I think that like
it ain't no pussy that
that
good
is
in
crazy
this
to
thing.
say out loud, but it's true. I think that's where it was at. It was just like she's gonna keep doing this shit anyway. We know that she's
But why
fucking
can't
legally
women
married.
do it? Men are proud to say they have multiple women, but when a woman does it, it's
Amazing.
like, no, that's too much.
So like the way you this is so fucked up but I give this all to the world. Like I've talked about this on my podcast. Like the way I set it up and I made it work was like so my husband worked overnight. So my physical attraction partner I would see obviously overnight. And then my emotional support more so. But yeah, we hooked up whatever. I would see him during the day while my husband was napping.
I'm gonna go
And
hug my
then
girlfriend.
we would rotate the date night every so often.
So was it
So,
okay?
like, but I'll say it is
When
not
did
for the
it
week.
become poly? Because all of that
When
sounded like just cheating.
once it all like
When
just
did it
came
become
out,
poly?
once it just came out, and it
And they
was just like, all
decided to
right,
stay.
fuck it.
Mm.
Theirs was kind of like the catapult, yeah.
Yeah, don't write
That's
a
a
book.
lot.
Don't write a book.
That's
And then it was just like, yeah, all
Keep all
right.
that
So
shit to
then it
yourself.
was just like, so I remember like the craziest moment was I had kind of like tried to create a fight with like husband so I can go out with like my physical love because we were gonna like have a whole date night, do a whole thing together, and then I remember my husband was like, "Well, you better call your little boyfriend and tell him like, no, I'm taking my wife out tonight." And then
being catty.
the one I was supposed to be going out with, he was like, "Well, tell your husband fuck him. He had his time.
That's gay.
I'm supposed to be
I'm
taking you out."
with
Blah blah.
honeys. All of that is gay. All that catty shit, that's gay.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
Like
I
this whole
lived a
thing.
life. I did. Before I got all sanctified and rebirthed and all this good shit, I lived a life.
I don't do enough.
I'm not. I'm not mad at you. Listen,
Better
if you
not,
got some
Terry.
soft ass niggas who was into that, then like more power. That's your lifestyle. Like the fact that they even agreed to do that after lets me know. Oh, y'all just weebs. Y'all
Yeah, like
weebs.
now I
And
like the man I started dating after I did all my healing, all my work. He would have never went for no shit like that. There's no way I could ever even bring it up, try to contemplate, tell him this is the lifestyle I want to live. No, none of that.
yeah.
No.
You see, fellas, they know who to play with. She knew when she met that
I
other
think
guy.
everybody know who to play with.
Everybody know who to play with.
I think I definitely knew who to play with. And I think even one of the plus sides to polyamorous relationships, like financially, it was an amazing deal for me. Like, I don't know, I had everything I wanted and more. Like it was a time to be alive. I'm not gonna lie.
It was time to be alive.
That's crazy.
This is the
Damn.
craziest thing I think I've heard.
Ever.
It was a
Gave me a
time to
headache.
be alive, but it was a different chapter in my life. Would I do that shit now?
Orchid, I don't consider you ever to have been a cheater if this is the relationship you're talking about. And I'll give you an example. Y'all know how they now legalized weed and then they go and getting people out of jail who was in jail for selling their weed.
Hmm.
It's the same thing.
Do you feel like she was always poly? It
They
I
just
was.
accepted that since they accepted that shit now, like nigga, I don't act like I was been doing something wrong. You always been gay.
Mhm.
Like, and you always been cool
Yeah.
with this. Don't act like I'm doing something wrong now. They no, if they didn't accept, they was like, no, if they broke up with you, that's different.
Hmm.
But
Yeah, but
they
they
But
accepted a
nobody
poly
stayed.
left.
relationship.
They
That's
all
crazy. They
stayed.
stayed. So that's what
They
they
all
yeah.
stayed.
that's crazy.
They all stayed, and it was a time. Like I will tell you, like poly relationships are not for the weak. They're not. They're not. There's a lot of like scheduling that goes into that and emotions. Like so, like the one thing I'll say when I would be like, oh, all three of them are acting up, like and they were just like bickering or fighting about like times and
Oh my
schedules. And when
god.
am I gonna see you? And blah blah blah. I'm like fuck your husband. Tell him like you're coming with me. Like I was tugged in so many different directions. Sometimes it
Wow.
was exhausting as fuck because you got to think like I was the one that they're after. So like I'm the one that has to keep up on this level with three different people.
Yeah, that's
So
crazy.
it was not easy at all.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It was a lot.
Yeah,
It was.
yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
But thank you for sharing. That's
Yeah,
definitely
I
Yeah, that's very brave of you. And I wonder how many women have lived this life.
Mhm.
I know one.
I
I know
think
one.
I think I was such an anomaly. I think even out of all my friends, I was the one living like the wildest life. Like the stories
I
were, I
have
don't say
one
like the
friend.
stories are immaculate, but
You never know what's going on with people inside their house.
you never. And then how is anybody gonna know? So like, if I showed up to the daycare or to the school with one of the dads, how are you gonna know? Or the other one, it's like that's Uncle Wes. So it was just,
mm,
it was never. If you didn't know, you wouldn't know.
That's crazy.
interesting.
You
Well,
wouldn't know. I've had them all in the same room, and if you didn't know, you wouldn't know.
Toriana, you asked the question about why can't women do something and would you
Oh,
ask the
I
question?
was just saying, why is there more uproar when women want to be in poly relationships than when men
Because
want
we're the
to?
ones that get entered, and we're the ones that are supposed to have all this chastity and blah blah blah, and all these social constructs and all this extra shit. Yeah,
Well, yeah, let's say that's a thing.
but I'll say it's a thing. Like I think that's
If
real
I
and
had
it's
two
valid.
dudes that wanted to be with me, I would be
Well,
in
you should have
heaven.
tried it.
Well,
Nah, hell
I'm like,
no.
no
No, I'm
dude
just
is
kidding. I'm
gonna,
just
I
kidding.
disagree on that.
no
so
I
dude
do
is
not
gonna want to
advocate for that
share
shit.
me.
so
No, it's a lot. It's a
so
lot.
They're not gonna want to
It's
share
a
me. They're
lot.
gonna be like,
it's more
bitch.
Tariana, it's a ton of reasons, but for one, you don't want them type of niggas anyway,
You
right?
don't
So that's a
because
part of
No,
it.
they be
you
lame as
can
hell.
like it's so fucked up to say, but you can walk completely all over them, and at
A
the end of the
man,
day,
a
you're not
man that want to
making.
share you with another man, a man that is okay with sharing you with another man is
Yeah,
probably
it's
lame
not
as hell.
good.
And I feel the same way about a woman who want to share her man with another
Her
woman.
man.
She lame as hell.
Oh, it's a
Like
little
I
Yeah.
different.
don't, I
It's
don't
a
It's
like
like
little
it's
bit
that.
the
different though.
same
It's
on
different.
both
It's different
sides.
though. I'll
It's a
say it's
little
different.
different.
It's fucked up as it is, but it's a different. It's different. I don't know
Now,
why
there
society
could
has
be
made
a
it so different, but it's
yeah.
true.
It's different because of how we look at masculinity and femininity.
Hmm.
You know,
Hmm.
like, and I think that's why like a lot of gay men get more flack than gay women because like when you looking at a distorted version of masculinity is just it. We don't like the way that look, right? It just
Yeah.
versus a woman being gay. It's like all right, whatever, right? It's like whatever. But I think it's kind of like that of when we view masculinity being weird and like, oh, this nigga got two, like this man is with another man and a woman. That's crazy the way we perceive it. And I think another part of it is like, all right, let's say, and I'm not, I don't do monogamous, but if I had another woman, right, I'd be taking care of her and her,
Yes, that is
right?
how it goes.
I'll be taking care of both of them, versus the vice versa of these
Jeez.
men are giving you their money, it's like it's just not the
Yeah, that's
So I
that's
had three incomes. I was a stay-at-home mom.
that's lame.
yeah. Those guys are lame, but it's somebody for everybody, and they probably
Greg,
that
how long you been with your lady?
Year and a half,
Okay.
Okay.
almost two
So
years.
do you feel settled in the relationship now at this point?
Absolutely, for sure.
Yeah.
That's
Do
good.
you see you guys getting married?
Absolutely.
That's
Okay.
good.
Is this the first time you wanted to marry a woman?
Uh,
Just say yes if she's watching.
Be careful. I was gonna say, be careful.
no, I want to answer honestly. I'm gonna answer the question honestly. Yeah, I would say yeah. It's the first one.
Okay. I'm like, if you unsure, this is probably the first time you wanted to be
You're right.
married.
You might well plead the fifth. It's okay, girl. You his first. You ain't think about nobody else.
Yeah. And that's a big deal, wanting to be long term with someone because everybody is so, not everybody, but like, I think after a certain point, people are like, oh, this relationship is getting old, Like,
I
and
think naturally, I think men do want to be married. I think the
Hmm.
right man. I think men. So to go back to your other question, have I gotten into relationships with the thought of like, you know what, I can see myself, going X, Y, because that's why you enter a long relationship anyway.
yeah,
You want it to end up at that point.
yeah,
So yes, when I met her, it took some time. Obviously, there was things that had to be, put in place for
address.
right addressed before me to get to this point. But I'm at that point now. So
Yeah, that's good.
Well, that's wonderful. And I hope it works
absolutely,
out for the two of you.
absolutely, I appreciate that.
Yeah. I think being in a union is a beautiful thing, and I want to like help spread the awareness of what it is to have a healthy union with somebody because I feel like social media can kind of easily blind us and make us feel like, oh, our relationship is good because my man or my woman does this, that, and the third, and get into that
Mhm.
comparison mode. It's like all of our relationships are unique to us, right? People on the outside would never know unless we are expressing it and sharing it and talking about it with people. So
Mhm.
I think it's just like remembering that's like, okay, my mate is for me and
Yeah.
nobody else has to like be like, oh, he should do this. It's like, no, he's doing what he does and I'm okay with that, right?
Yeah.
Like people always want to put in their 2 cents about a relationship that you have with someone. And I hate that. I'm like, if you
Yeah.
see I'm happy and this person loves me, just like congratulate me. Like
Yeah.
Or
don't be
try to fit
throwing
it into a
shots.
box. I don't think that relationships fit into a box. And I don't think that they're just one sided. Like, there's some people that are truly made to be monogamous, there's some people that are truly made to be polyamorous for whatever reason there is. And, like, to me, I'm just more like living your truth, whatever
Yeah.
your truth is. So, like, for me at that time, polyamory was my truth. I wouldn't choose that today,
Right.
Hmm,
but that was my truth for that time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
interesting.
And things fluctuate, people are fluid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I think I more so share my story so that people can know there's like different ways that you can love and different times and different reasons why. And all of that good jazz. And I don't think that not one thing fits in like one box.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But it
Um,
can offend some people who are more like closed off, or they're more like, I don't do this, I don't do
Yeah,
that, or
some
they're more
people are
like,
more judgmental
mm-hmm,
about
you know,
polygamy.
a lot of times that's because they're insecure. It
mm-hmm.
don't seem
Or
like
they
it.
don't understand. It's ignorant to the situation too. Like, because the way I
Yeah.
look at it too, even if you've been in a relationship and you've been cheated on, even if you've taken that person back, you've been in a polyamorous relationship, because
I say that all the time.
they don't stop.
Hmm.
Cheaters don't stop. Not after one
Yeah,
time. You don't
getting
just
back
get a
with
one time
someone
person
after you
and stop.
cheated is crazy.
They're still doing
You
it.
never got back with a man after he cheated on you?
Who, me?
I have, that's
Oh.
why, but this was my
Oh,
like boyfriend of like a long time. And honestly, I was young and I know this person for so long. I kind of thought we had that
mm,
Bonnie and Clyde. And then I got a little older and I was like, listen, Bonnie and Clyde, this is not Bonnie and Clyde.
No.
This is some other shit. Like
yeah. I think a lot of women get back with men. In my culture, it's been commonplace, like in the hood. Like it's been like commonplace for like a man to cheat. Like you got to cheat 3 or 4 times for her to be like, all right, like
yeah,
for it to be
normally,
like for
right?
to cheat for her
I've
to leave.
never I've never like had to get back with a man that was cheated. It's like the relationship didn't end after I found out that he cheated. It just be like I become very cold. Like
Mm,
I'm very withdrawn from you at this point. And so
yeah,
we might as well end it because you're not going to get the same version of
I
me.
think
And
women are
Yeah.
that's
more
why
for.
I'm
I think women are more forgiving
Way
than men
more forgiving.
when it
yeah.
comes to cheating. For sure.
women are more forgiving than men when it comes to cheat. I mean, I want to say that, right? But I do think it's a lot of niggas out here who be taking back women who cheat. They just don't be
Yes,
telling
they
you.
Oh,
do. Yes, they
absolutely.
do. I dare one of mine to get in the chat and say that they don't, because they
A
do.
lot of them be doing it.
So,
No,
They
not me.
do.
so
I
what?
would
What?
never take back a woman who cheat. I don't.
It's
What?
never the
If we
same.
broke
I don't
up
give
and you had sex after you can't get back with
never
me.
the same.
I was just about to ask that. What is the extent of cheating? Because there's this new. I found out a new word called
Micro
micro cheating.
cheating.
Yeah.
I
Micro
feel like
cheat?
if you
The fuck is
start
that? A
having
DM?
relations with
Yeah, stuff
somebody
like
and
that.
you don't use no protection, or even if you do, I think that's just
This is
red
how I
flag.
So I'm sorry.
feel.
I'm sorry. Hold on. What'd you say?
I was saying, like, if you cheat, it's because you like had sex, whether you use protection or not. Like, I consider that cheating. Talking to someone is like, but if you're
That's
like
like the.
planning
That's
to
like
meet up,
the.
The
That's
talking is
like.
the setup. The talking ain't nothing but the
so it's
setup.
like if you're if you, it's different if you're like, doing business with a woman, or your man is a hustler and he attracts women, da da da. But if you're like actively talking to this person regularly throughout the week, trying to make plans, okay, then that's like, what are you doing? Where are you going?
I always tell because I have guys that when I start dating, they'll ask me like, what do you feel like cheating is? Because everybody has like a different thing for how they feel about cheating. And my whole thing is cheating to me is whatever you would not be comfortable with me doing behind your back or in front of you. And whatever you like, whatever you wouldn't be comfortable with me doing, you shouldn't be doing that shit either. So if you know you wouldn't want me to do that, that to you should be considered cheating. That's how I feel about it.
That's
And we
fair.
can we can lay out whatever those things are that we feel like they are. We can sit and talk about whatever we may feel like those things are. But it's whatever you feel like you not comfortable with me doing, or you wouldn't be comfortable with me doing. If I did it, you shouldn't be doing that either. So
That's
That's
true.
fair.
Hmm.
That's fair. I consider everything cheating. Don't do nothing.
Everything.
Don't do
Don't
nothing.
look at nobody else.
I'm with mom.
Yeah.
I left
Don't
a
do
girl for
anything.
just talking to.
Because I know how quickly it can go left. Like, really, even if somebody's just having a conversation or just going back and forth in DM or they're whatever, that's nothing but like the
mhm.
setup for the
Yeah.
ultimate layup. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know, when you're like a cheater, you know how to set it up. So
Yep.
like you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like everything has an intentional purpose. Like you know what you're doing.
Mhm.
Even when I was like cheating with people who are like emotionally unavailable, because I know I am, because I know I'm married or this or that. Like I know what I'm doing.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm with mine. Everything. everything,
It's,
anything,
it's
and
everything cheating. Let's just leave
Everything
it
is cheating.
broad so that people don't play with
Don't
shit.
breathe on nobody.
yeah, don't play
Cheater.
with me. Just don't play with me. Don't play with me.
Yeah, I know. You know, I never in my when I was younger, I never considered myself to be a cheater, and that's because I was in situationships. I was never, I
Mm.
never asked the woman to be my girlfriend, and I always just
Yeah.
I made sure that like in the beginning, I'm like, yo, I don't want what you want, and they would
Mm-hmm.
always say, well, you know, maybe it'll change, right? So it's
Oh,
possible.
dumbest.
I feel like it's
Oh, that's
possible. I'm
some
young.
stupid shit.
Yeah, and you know, we
That's so
end up being
dumb.
together. Yeah,
You were a player.
I
yeah.
had I had
Yeah,
a
you
I had
were.
a friend of mine. I had a friend of mine recently, and she was telling me how like this guy she was talking to, he let her know that he did not want a serious relationship. She said she told him, okay, that's cool or whatever. And I was like, if you're not cool with that shit, you need to tell him that you're not cool with that. Don't just accept it in hopes that he's going to change his mind. Because ultimately, that's what you're doing. You're settling for whatever he's telling you right now. So he'll keep dealing with you and maybe you can change his mind.
And you
So that's
cannot
what
change him.
happened. He kept seeing her, even after he told her he didn't want a relationship. He kept seeing her, kept sleeping with her. She's cooking for him, all kind of shit. And then months down the line, she's waiting to see, like, okay, well, he still is like, I don't know, he's acting like he's my man, but he's not saying that. So I'm gonna ask him. When she finally asked him, he was like, I still feel the same way I felt the first time I told you I didn't want to be in a relationship. I don't want to be in a relationship with you. And it was that
Hmm.
simple. And so I told her, I said, you accepted that with the intent of, I was like, it's manipulative on your end. Because I said, you accepted that with the intention of changing his mind. And he didn't. And
Hmm.
now he didn't, and you feel emotionally manipulated now, but he didn't. He
Because
told you exactly what it was from the beginning, and his stance never changed. And you
be-
accepted that, and you told him you were okay with that.
I think
Hmm.
people like to believe what they want to believe
Mm-hmm.
because I've even been in that situation where I'd like say that because like even for me now, like I date, but like I'm not dating with the intention to be serious. Like I
Mm-hmm.
finally just got divorced. I want to see what it feels like to be single for a minute. I ain't never really truly been single for a good hot
Mm-hmm.
minute, and I want to like live life a little bit and explore. And my goals are like to make my first million. It's not to like I don't want to be booed up. I don't want a man
Yeah.
to distract me from that. So like
Yeah.
dating is not my number one priority. So if I meet somebody, like I be real, like I might want this for one night, 10 nights, 100 nights, but I'm not like on that type
Yeah.
of time where I'm trying to really be locked in with you. Like you want to spend a little cash, I like gifts. Like you want to take me to some nice dinners, I like that shit too. But I'm not like
And I
trying
think
to
it's
be
I think
up
it's
your ass
different for
and booed up.
somebody. I think it's different when someone tells you straight up like, no, I don't want to be in a relationship
But
versus
people
like, I don't
believe
want that right now and we can build into that. That's a completely different
but even if you say
sentence.
that, people believe what they want to believe because I've done
Mhm,
both, and men do the same shit too. They'll believe what they
mhm.
want to believe, like oh, I'll change her, like oh, she wants to be wifed up, like I know, like no, the fuck, I don't.
Yeah, I
Like
think
Like
that's
he
when
nah,
you
like
not
get.
my
I
kids,
told
I
my
nah.
think
friend,
I
I had
think
told
you
my homegirl, he likes the benefits of what
The
you
benefits,
give to
yeah.
him, but he's not looking at this long term. Like he's
Mm-mm,
not looking at you as his wife or anything like that. Like he's having
mm-mm.
a good time with you.
But
I think
Yeah.
you
also,
know.
I would say in that situation, it might not even be that he liked the benefits. It might just be that he's accepting them, right?
Yeah.
Because like I was when I was back in that position, couldn't have gave a fuck if them women would have decided to go and move on or not, right? Because I was worried about more women. You
Yeah.
know, like if you want to stick around, cool. If that's what you want to do, I won't kick you out, right? I won't ask you to leave. But you know, like if they were like, you know what, I can't handle that, I'd be like, okay, awesome. I understand that. I wish you the best. That's the position that I would have been in,
Yeah.
you
Mhm.
know, because I was just worried about more women. But now I chose a woman. It's
Yeah.
completely different when you choose somebody versus somebody choosing
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
You
Yeah.
know,
yeah. I think maturity comes in, and you realize that whole "let's see where it goes" thing. I think that's just manipulation.
You took a
Hell
waste of
yeah.
time. Like if somebody tells you because I think men are very direct too. So like
Yes,
men
if they
know what
want
they want.
something, they gonna
Like
tell you that they want. They're gonna show you, tell
they're
you
gonna show you,
everything.
tell you. Men love what they invest into. That's why I be telling these girls
Hmm.
when they be out here just rolling in the fucking mattress for free. Like
No,
you're signaling to him that you don't. It doesn't require much. Why the fuck would
I
he go from rolling with you for free to
I
now he's
had a
gonna pay
guy.
you?
I had a guy tell me a man is not gonna take care of something he don't care about.
Mm-mm.
He's not gonna invest in something he don't care about. He's not gonna take care of something he don't love.
Hmm.
And so he was like, it's really that simple. So
It's
he was
that
like, when
simple
y'all,
with
he
it.
was like, when
There's
women be
no
coming up
code.
with scenarios as to why men are doing the certain things, he was like, y'all just, you can just listen to us talk. If y'all just listen to us talk, we tell you exactly what it
Hold on,
is and
Alexis, I
what
hear
it's
something
not.
when you say that. I hear something. You said a man wouldn't invest in or take care of something that he doesn't care about.
Yes.
I find it to be true, but that also doesn't mean that I don't want other women. And
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah.
because I say that because back then, like I cared about the women that I was with, right? I wanted, to give them game, and I wanted to help them build businesses, and I wanted to pour into them, right? However, at the age that I was, like, yo, I want other women, and like
Yeah.
that's just where I
I
was
think
at
that's
with it.
just biology in men. It's more prevalent in men, but I think it
Mhm.
exists too in women, and that's the part that society doesn't want to talk about. I just
Yeah,
think that women have a better like outward handle on it, but
Mhm.
I think it exists in both sexes.
I agree with that. I agree with that for
Y'all do
sure.
stick around though. I don't know why y'all do.
Yeah, yeah, because it's just like, oh, he'll be down. Like,
Y'all play
but the
along.
way I always tell people, if you know a man is cheating on you and you plan on staying, let that man cheat in peace. Don't do all that hooping and hollering.
Yeah,
Stop
like
crying.
this.
Stop trying to find people. Stop trying to come to me as a woman. All this extra shit.
I ain't say
Because
that.
I do
like,
think that if a woman is going to allow a man to cheat, pretty much, since she's gonna stick around, I do think that it would benefit her to at least give him some restrictions, which would to her and probably in reality would seem like you're verbally accepting it, but it just would make sense for you to say like, listen,
don't bring
you
that shit
one
in
thing
my
you better not
house.
do
Blah
is
blah
you
blah.
better use condoms, and
Hmm.
you better not do this, and don't spend no money
No
on
money on that bitch. Yeah.
you know. I do think that it would benefit a lot of them to at least do that.
but some are just, I don't know. Some of them are just, damn, is that bad to say? But like slow. I don't know. Like men can only treat you how you allow. Like there's some, even being a former cheater, undisciplined, like there was, you know who to pull it on. And I don't know how
Mhm.
to explain that. Like, like, I don't know, there's easier targets.
Yeah,
That
that's
makes
true.
sense. Like, if you make yourself susceptible, or if I can see I can do this to you, like now let me see if I can take that inch and turn that bitch into a mile. Like,
Yeah,
and
I
I
agree.
think even in my situation, that's how I was able to get away with it because I saw I could take an inch with these guys, and I was like, well, fuck it, let me take the whole mile then. So it's like cheaters know who they could like cheat on and cheat with.
Mhm.
Like you set yourself up for it by what you allow. So like if somebody's gonna tell me like, oh, you can go out with him, you can do X, Y, and Z, just I better not know. Just I don't want to know when you're really going to do whatever. Okay, well
Mhm.
when I call you, I'm gonna cover that shit up, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you I'm at Walgreens, but really I'm at my nigga house, and
Oh my
I
god.
did.
Yeah,
Like
nah.
So I got a
and
question.
no, that was a real scenario. Like I had, and like the fucked up parts of the scenario. That's why I said when you live wrong, like bad shit do be happening to you. Like I had,
Hell yeah, that shit happened to
it
you.
does. I had went to my other dude's house, and then I had fell down his fucking stairs, basically like twisted, sprained my ankle, whatever the fuck I did to it. Had him take me back home to my husband and had him bring me up the stairs, but kind of told him that like I had told my husband I fell at Walgreens, but like, and this was a real scenario. But since I was able to skate,
Oh
I
man.
fucking
Right.
slid.
Yeah, you might need to stay out of a relationship for a while. I
No,
ain't gonna lie.
this
You
was
might need to
years.
just, 'cause-
This was years ago. Like I've done so much therapeutic work and healed and
So I
done
got a
all.
question. I guess I'll ask this to Alexis. So if a man enters your life now and he says to you, I like you, I want to see where this goes, but I also, I'm not, I want to entertain other women. but you like him, like you like him, like you like yo, like this could be my husband. What's
Okay.
your move?
Yeah, cool. You like me and you want to see where it goes, but you want to see other women right now.
Mhm.
Cool, you can go see other women right now, but I'm not going to stop anything that I'm doing either. Like, we like each other and we know that we like each other, and maybe this can blossom into something more serious. But we both going to be seeing other people. Now, me, I'm not having sex with nobody because I don't like all that. I don't even be wanting nobody touching me for real. But whatever he do, that's his business and it don't have nothing to do with me. I'm also not asking about it, but it's
Mhm.
just like whenever I feel like whenever he's ready to lock in with me or whatever, he'll let me know. And if he decides to do something else, that's okay. I do appreciate the honesty 100% though. Give me something that I can choose
Yeah,
to stick around for, or I can move around if I'm not okay with it.
Okay.
right.
Now,
9 times out of 10, if you're honest with me, I can live with that. Like, I'm okay with that.
Okay. So
But some
do you?
people ain't that honest. Some people just want to go back and forth with you and see how much you gonna put it with
Yeah.
and how
so
long
Exactly.
you gonna stay
But I'm
around.
wondering if you like.
what's the time frame on that though? Like, is there a time? There might not even be a time frame on it. Is there like you meet
Toriana,
Till
can
I
you
again?
get
refresh
tired,
for
till
me?
I get tired. I mean, till I get tired of your ass. Like, it's really that simple.
Mhm.
Like,
Toriana, can you refresh for me? Because we can't see you can't see.
Oh, I can
Um,
see you. I don't know how
was
to.
oh hold on, I got you. I'm gonna just come right back in. Hold on.
yeah, it's
Okay.
really that simple. Like, there's no time frame on it. It's just like whenever I get tired of you, that's what it is. Like, I'll
Yeah.
be like, okay, well, I feel like this not going nowhere. So let's just move forward, you know?
I think Alexis is getting to that age where you said you about to be. You just turned 30, right? You
I just
30 now.
turned 30. Yeah.
At this point, I don't know how much sense. I don't take my word as law, but I don't know how much sense it would make for a man in that dating range that you're dating to be saying to you, "Listen, I'm still out here exploring, but I want to marry
It
you
don't
one
be
day."
making sense to me either, but I'm not gonna stop you from doing what you want to
Yeah,
do. But I'm also not gonna stop dating other people either, because I ain't gonna let potential keep me from something that might be a real connection, you know?
But
Like,
then, do you feel like
it
you get
just is what
cheated
it
on a
is.
lot?
she said, "Do you feel like you've been cheated on a lot?"
Um I haven't been in a lot of relationships. Do I feel like men have like dealt with other women while they was dealing with me and lied to me about it? Yes. But do I feel like I've been cheated on a lot? No, because I haven't been in a lot of relationships.
So, as a former cheater, don't ever tell a man you're
Oh, I
okay with
can't
that.
hear. Hold on.
She said she can't hear you.
Oh,
Well,
I think she had to get off to get
Yeah,
back on.
yeah. You tell a
I
man you're okay with cheating. Yeah,
or
he
okay with him like just playing the field because he's gonna play that bitch and play touchdown, play ball, skate,
That's
slide.
kind of what I was getting at because
Right.
I'm like, if you start off
Hmm.
that way and you don't
Yeah. Did you hear what I said?
Uh-uh.
I had said like, as a former cheater, don't you ever tell a man you're okay with that because you're giving him like the opportunity to skate, slide, play ball, play in your face, behind your face, all that. Because if you tell somebody, oh, I don't care if you entertain other people, they're gonna be like, oh, you don't care? Okay, I'm gonna entertain Tiffany, Ashley, Christina, all of them, all
And
these
you feel like
people,
that will spill over into the
and they're
relationship.
gonna do it in the relationship. Whenever somebody has given me go to go ahead and do what I want to do, I'm gonna fucking dog walk you in a relationship because you let me know that you're okay with it outside of one and you see this future with me when I'm telling you I'm not like there. I don't want to
See,
be
I
100%
don't know. I
committed.
guess I
I
just,
want
I
to.
never looked at
obviously
it that
Orchid is the
way.
extreme.
Yeah,
I am.
I never
I,
looked
I
at it that
was. I
way.
was.
I never looked at it that way before. And it was just like, I'm just like, I ain't gonna tell you what you should and shouldn't do. You know where you want to be and who you want to be with and what you want to do, and that's totally fine. I'm not here to control nothing you got going on.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, I'm not going to sit here and wait around for you to figure it out either. Like, that's
That's
just
But
where
that's
I'm at
if
that's
with
you're
it.
why. But
there
that's
when
why.
they're done playing, they're gonna play with you too when they pick you up.
That's why I asked about a time frame because that could go on for a year, 2 years. Like you don't like how long does that go on for
Gone for years.
before you
Yeah, that's
decide?
why I said, like, for me, it's like I guess whenever I get tired of it, but it's like usually it's no more than like really a few months for me. Like,
So why
Why
not just
put
nip it
yourself
in
through
the
that?
bud in the beginning? Just say, listen, like if I'm not it, then I don't want to be involved in it.
because I have dated a guy where it was like, okay, he was seeing other people when we first started talking to each other. And then he kind of like went ahead and cut all of those people off that he was, or the two other girls that he was talking to. Like he completely cut communication with them. I stopped communicating with who I was dealing with. And we were in a relationship and we were fine. And the reason we didn't break up because of cheating, like we broke up because what he wanted in a partner, like knew I wasn't going to be able to give him. Like he wanted, if he wanted to get married, he wanted somebody that was going to be a stay-at-home wife, that, and he was very stern about these things. It wasn't something that he was willing to compromise on. And so that is the ultimate end of our relationship. So like since then, I don't know, I guess I kind of try to give people the benefit of the doubt, but
But
I
when you
don't
do
know.
that, you give them opportunity and space
Yeah, I
to
think for
smooth it
me it
out.
usually be like a few months. Like if it don't seem like it's going anywhere and I'm not getting what I want and they not, then I don't really want to keep dating
Doing
or
this,
leave
yeah, yeah,
them.
yeah. That's why I say
Yeah.
I didn't give it a time
And
frame, but it's usually no more than like a few months for
and
me.
I always
Yeah.
like to preference my stance is not the typical woman stance.
Yeah.
I think I've
Yeah.
Well,
had
in reality though, most cases, most time you meet somebody, they are talking to somebody else.
Yeah.
There are other people in the picture. But I feel like there has to be I got to make your intentions known for one,
Mm-hmm.
and for two, there has to be a time frame where you're like, all right, well, listen, like, what are we doing here? What's the
Yeah.
difference? You know what I mean? Like
That's valid.
that has to be a valid conversation with
Yeah.
each other.
because
Yeah.
even for me, like even my daughter's father, I knew he was poly. I knew he was like this. I knew he was out there in the world. I knew all of that. So like for me, I put a timestamp on it. Like I knew once I got my fucking degree, I got off on my own shit and I got my own way. Like I had told him, like, if you think for 1 second I'm gonna be like a doctor of psychology and you're gonna be cheating and having all these women and doing all this and like embarrassing the fuck out of me, like you have to be like crazy. And I
Yeah.
would keep saying this shit to him, like, and I think he thought I was like playing because for as long as, however, we've been playing the field together. Shit, well,
Yeah.
Why all your stories sound like a Tyler Perry movie?
Like, no, for
it is.
real.
She need to
I
be
always said
on
Tyler
what is
Perry
it,
called
Beauty in
me,
Black?
like for real. My shit would make
Yes.
millions. But like I
She
would
gonna be a
copy
New
that.
York Times bestseller
It's
for
I
always
am.
sure.
like
I'm
some
writing it. It's just
extreme
so
extra shit.
juicy that I stop and take breaks. Like it'd be like when I reflect on my own life, I'd be like, God
Yeah.
damn, it is. It's gonna be a really
Mm.
juicy book, and I think it. I don't even know how to describe it to you, but yeah,
Well,
I have
guys,
told him that
it's
I gave him a time frame, and I cut his ass off on my fucking time frame,
You prayed
yeah,
that.
and
my
I ain't
my
been back since. I
my
ain't touched that shit
ego,
since, and that was some of the best
Right.
sex in my life.
my ego will never allow me to deal with a woman that's dealing with other men. If I
Mm-hmm.
like her, if I don't like you, cool. I don't care what you do. I'm gonna just,
Yeah.
you know, or this is how I used to be. Like, I'm gonna do we gonna do what we do, and I don't care what you do when you get out of here, right?
I think
But
that
if I
maybe
like
that's it for
you,
me too. If I don't
yeah,
like you that much, like I just,
hmm,
But I started the question off by saying, I said, "Yo, you
Do
really
you
like
like
this?
him?
You like it?"
then she thought
that's
about,
Because
yeah,
valid.
people,
That's
because I
valid.
don't know, it's just like people know who to play it on. Like
That's valid.
I don't know. I don't know. Even as a reformed outsider, I knew who to play it on. And like
yeah,
when I started to heal and attract emotionally available and healthy people, it was like I cannot play these same plays on these motherfuckers. Like I
Yeah.
will,
Because it's different.
they
Yeah.
will not be
It feels
around. Like they're
different.
not going.
Yeah.
Like if I would have told my ex, like, hey, I want to date you and like 6 other men, he'd be like, get your crazy ass up out of here, and like would never fucking talk to me again. And
Yeah.
that's just like the real reality of the situation. Like a man that really knows what he wants, they're direct. Like it don't take no man
um,
no it don't take no man no 30 days, no 90 days, no 882 days to decide if he wants to be with you. They know right away once they fucking
Yeah.
see you. And then when
Yeah.
you open your mouth and they get to hear your story or they get to hear whatever your stance is, they know too. Like the men that I know I'm truly trying to date, they don't know, like, they're not finna get all this fucking hoopla or know that I've like had a whole crazy other side, another fucking past. They're getting like healing version on. Because if I know I want to be serious with somebody, I'm not gonna let them know that like you can play a million games and I might still be here based off of past. So
Yeah.
it's like you have to kind of set yourself up for what you want it to be. If you don't want it to be shit, fuck around. If you want it to be something, like, I don't know,
Yeah.
be more direct and more
Yeah, I mean,
straightforward, but
I
never
mean,
let it like spray in your face.
normally, if you him and you doing it right, the orbiters usually fall off anyway.
Yeah.
It's gonna show up. Like, I don't know. When I was in that lifestyle, that aura showed up. Like I was totally sensual, and it was totally evident. And I don't know. I was
Yeah,
very
yeah. I was when I met my girl, I was full
easy to
court
get.
press,
You were what?
full court press.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So
with your
she,
girlfriend? Yeah.
yes, yeah. So she knew it. Like, all right, well,
Yeah, they be in your face. They know.
let me go ahead and delete all these other niggas.
Yes,
Yeah.
they
This
know.
this
With
nigga's
my
putting.
ex, he knew. Like I'll never forget. He like invited me
You made
over.
it known.
We sat down and
Absolutely.
he cooked. I cooked for him or whatever. He told me all his financials and all this and that, and told me what he was looking for in a relationship, and like mapped that shit out word for word. And then we ended up being together and rocking together ever since that day. Like men are direct; they know.
Yeah.
So if a
Yeah.
man's like stringing you along and he's like, oh well, maybe one day, well maybe after I like get this business started or I finish this or I finish that, like then I'm gonna come back for you. No, if a motherfucker wants you, you're gonna
Right.
know right away.
Right. And that's kind of my point, Alexis. Like, if a man comes into your life and he's still talking like, oh, I got, this on the side, I'm still talking to this. He don't really like you.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Yo,
I
I wanna
don't know if
say
it's that. I think guys just like having their cake and
You
eating
just
it
heard it
too.
from a
And if they
man.
could get away with it, they will.
I think
So
as
we
yeah.
was
women, we
talking
have to
about this.
stop trying to like make it
Let's
work for our
don't try to
scenarios, and
overanalyze
that's where
it.
we be. I think that's where we be
But
fucking up. We be
Alexis,
trying
you're
to
so
flip it a little bit.
gorgeous, and
I don't think I'm not gorgeous. I know I'm beautiful.
no,
Thank you for
I'm just
saying that.
saying though,
But
like I already can tell you just have high regards for yourself. So you probably gonna meet the man that you want eventually, right? Like I don't
at
think
some
it's
point, I just
yeah.
haven't. I think I've met the guy that I wanted one time in my dating experience, but like, or I met the guy that I really saw a future with once in my dating experience. But like,
Okay.
I haven't come across that very many times. So
What
I'm
happened to
not
that
Yeah, I
guy?
don't
just,
think there's gonna be a lot, and it's like I always believe third time's the charm. I don't know why. Something about three, the Holy Trinity, like.
Wh-
So
uh,
it's like if you haven't experienced it yet, it just hasn't happened yet. Like
yeah,
to the point where you need, right?
yeah,
Alexis, what
Yeah.
happened to that guy that you said you met that guy
that
you
I
met?
saw a future with.
Yeah.
We were engaged at one point, and he cheated on me.
Oh, that's the
So
one you saw. Okay, that
yeah,
was him.
hmm
Okay, gotcha.
yeah.
Okay.
I was like the
How
only
long were you
person.
guys
Th-
together? Like with through the whole thing? Like was this like a long relationship or
When we actually met, like we was just cool with each other. Like we had mutual friends and we were super cool with each other. And then like he expressed to me that he really liked me and wanted to see, if we could like potentially be in a relationship. So we might have actually like dated for a couple of months. He asked me to be his girlfriend. We were together for 2 years after that, and then we got engaged. And then
wow?
3 months after we got engaged, yeah, 3 months after we got engaged is when I found out he had been cheating on me for a year.
Mm.
So
Right. And you were in a relationship all this time, right? Thinking that you guys were gonna get married. And that's like so disheartening as
yeah,
a woman, right? Because you were vulnerable and you were
yeah, because
open with somebody.
he wasn't just like somebody that I was infatuated with. Her, he was like
Right.
literally my best friend. Like we were.
Yeah.
That was my dog. Like
Mhm.
You think that played a part into how the relationship ended?
Mm.
him being like my best friend or
Hmm.
him being I think he thought I was gonna be more understanding than I was.
He thought you was gonna stick
Because y'all
around.
was friends. Because y'all was friends.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think he thought that I was gonna stick it out. And for a minute I thought I was gonna be able to. And then I told myself like I'm not
You
willing
deserve
to
If he
better.
I
cheats
just
while
told
you're
myself
dating,
I
he's
was
gonna
like,
cheat when you're married.
But
yeah, I was like,
but
I'm not willing to I told him verbatim, I was like, I'm just not willing to abandon myself or like how I'm really feeling about this situation to stay in a relationship just to say that we got married or whatever. Like I don't want to do that.
How long were y'all
Mm.
friends before y'all decided?
We were probably friends for maybe 3 or 4 years.
Mm.
Wow.
Was he ever?
So he
That's
knew you.
Was he in a relationship prior to y'all?
He
Like,
hadn't been in a relationship at all.
hold on, real quick. So you said you guys were friends. How does that work? How do boys and girls become friends for 3 and 4 years?
It has to be based on the woman. Like I don't
Mhm.
think that that can stay. I don't think relationships stay platonic based on men unless he think you ugly. That's the only way it's gonna stay a platonic relationship. It has to be
Mhm.
based on women and how we move. If I would have get maybe probably so because he pursued me. So maybe earlier, if I
Mm.
would have given him the opportunity to or gave him some type of like incentive to believe that I wanted him, he probably would have pursued me sooner.
So
But
do
I
you
was
think
just very cool. Like,
Okay, so
Right.
hold on.
try
So
to be
what
your
it
friend?
what it sounds like to me is that it was because platonic to me is two ways, right? It's two-way street. It
mhm.
sounds like maybe he was interested to a degree, and y'all just waited, right? Y'all just waited to get serious. Does that make
I
sense?
don't know. Like, I don't know because before, like, he told me that he was interested in me. Well, I ain't gonna lie. When he first told me, I thought he was joking. I was like, that's weird as hell. Like, what? And then, like, he was like, no, I'm serious. And I was like, why? And
How did
he
y'all
was like,
become friends?
because we had mutual friends. So we were around each
Uh,
other. Like, we would just be around each other.
okay, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. All right, I
Mm.
dig it. It was never platonic as far as I'm concerned. Yeah,
or
That's what
I
I'm
think
saying.
unless
That's
he
what I
was.
was getting
He
at. Like
was
men
been
now,
wanting you,
I
huh?
think
they
it's
wait
a
their
different
turn.
approach too. I think it's also when a situation starts off too casual.
Hmm.
Yeah,
It's not as many boundaries that are set in the beginning because it's casual.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Hmm.
Because you
true.
know how to treat me as a friend, so I'm
Hmm.
assuming you know how to treat me in relationships, and that's
In
not
a
the same.
relationship, and it's
yeah.
two
Right.
different things.
Two different
Yeah.
things. Yeah. And the
Yeah.
approach is different. Like when I met my girl, like I knew I wanted to be with her.
Hmm.
So it was like everything I did was intentional. It was no like, you know, like every date that was planned, every encounter, every time we hung out together, like I want to be with you. Like it was no doubt in my mind that okay, this is somebody that I want to be with.
Hmm.
If I would have started out
Mm.
as a friend with her, at some point along the line, it would have been like, maybe this is somebody, maybe this is not somebody.
Yeah.
But because I came into it with the intent, like, nah, this is my girl. This is who I want to
Yeah.
be.
Nice. All right,
This
You
is
were
guys,
my.
we
looking
gotta,
for more than a friend.
Oh,
yeah,
Yeah.
guys,
my about to cut us off.
we gotta close out. Yo, I want to tell y'all how much I appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate the conversation. I appreciate how y'all have conversation. I think that it was very respectful. Everybody's has decorum and all those type of things. I
Can
do
I
this
get
every
you
Sunday.
guys' Instagram, Alexis and Orchid?
Yeah, mine is just it's the Alexis Ray Parker.
Hold up, girl.
Easy to find.
I was telling
I
TheAlexis
got you. Hold on.
Ray
Let
Parker.
me unlock my little tablet.
You got music on Apple Music.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little lady
I
Yeah.
probably
old
check
lady
you out on Apple Music.
sometimes.
Yeah.
The real Alexis.
The Alexis Ray Parker, not the real.
Oh,
What do you
sorry.
what do you
That
Yeah.
sing?
was me.
Do you sing R&B music or do you
I
sing?
sing I sing R&B music.
Okay.
I'm telling you, all you need is that one trash song with that
Parker.
drop the mic
Okay,
performance, and
what's
we will
yours,
see you
Orchid?
blow. I just put mine in the chat because it's
You're
super
cute.
Okay, yeah.
Like,
Cool.
you know,
long. Can you see it?
Yep, I got it.
Okay.
like you look
Okay.
different on live. But this is Instagram, right? That's so funny.
Yeah. But yeah, I appreciate everybody coming through and having a conversation.
Mhm.
I do this every Sunday, so y'all are always welcome to come back. Anytime. I probably will ask y'all if y'all want to do next Sunday because just to make sure that I ask y'all first before I get new girls or whatever.
Mhm.
But yeah, I really appreciate y'all coming through. It was a lot of fun talking to y'all.
Yeah, you guys too. This was fun.
Likewise. Yeah.
Appreciate you, man.
Very nice
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I
meeting
would
y'all.
definitely come back for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
if y'all
sure.
got any last thoughts, let them go.
Yeah,
I'm good. I think we done heard enough today.
yeah. Listen, work it.
I think think we done heard enough.
But call my girl, baby, where you at?
But I think I was such like an anomaly in
I
that
message you.
time. I think
Boy, you're
I
rare
don't
breed.
know.
Rare breed.
I have lived a fucking life, and I think one day I will really sit down and like really put it all pen to pad, and I think that'll be like a #1 bestseller. But like even the way that I'm writing the book, it's more like an erotic novel. It's more like the journeys through different experiences. It's not necessarily like all of that, because I've detailed all of my poly relationship stuff on my podcast, but I don't know. I think I just like lived a life, and now maybe that's why I like older guys in this time frame of my life, because
Good talking to y'all.
It's just easier.
Holla at y'all. Good talking to y'all.
Yes. God bless you guys.
Absolutely. All right.
See ya.
I hope y'all enjoyed the show today. It was a cool stream. You know, every Sunday, 2:00 EST, you know, pull up and we're gonna be here having the conversation. But y'all know I gotta hit y'all with the music on the way out. So yeah, man, I appreciate y'all coming in the chat, man. I'm almost monetized too. We gotta get these subscribers up. Y'all know y'all gotta start sharing the show. Once we the watch time is easy. I'm almost at 4,000. I'm at like 3,200 before the day, so I'll be at 4. I ain't even worried about the watch time. We just got to get the subs up, so I'm gonna start doing more shorts and stuff like that. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all coming through. Let's check this song out.
Come and talk to me, come and tell me. I really wanna meet you. Come and tell me where your mind goes. Can I talk to you? I really wanna know you. Come and talk to me, come and tell me. I really wanna know you.
I really wanna meet you.
Can I talk to you? I really wanna know you. I really wanna be yours. Come and talk to me, come and tell me. I really wanna meet you. Come and tell me. I can feel your energy. Can I talk to you? I really wanna know you. Come and talk to me, come and tell me. I really wanna know you. Your heart. Come and talk to me. I really wanna know you. Come and talk to me. Come and tell me.
I really wanna meet you. Come and talk to me. Tell me what you've been through, yeah. Can I talk to you?
I really wanna know you.
Come and talk to me. Come and tell you. Come and talk to me. You can put your trust in me.
I really wanna meet you.
Can I talk to you? I really wanna know you. I really wanna hear you speak. Speak to me.
Come and talk to me, come and tell me.
I really wanna meet you.
Come and tell me. I can feel your energy.
So sweet.
Can I talk to you?
I really wanna know you.
Come and talk to me, come and tell me. I really wanna know your heart, your peace.
Come and tell you.
I really wanna be Come and talk to me, come and talk to me. I really wanna meet you, come and tell me. Tell me where your mind goes. Yeah. Can I talk to you? I really wanna know you. Come and talk to me, come and talk to me. I really wanna know you.
I really wanna meet you.
Can I talk to you? I really wanna know you. I really wanna be yours. Come and talk to me, come and talk to me. I really wanna meet you. Come and talk to me. I can feel your energy.
So deep.
Can I talk to you? I really wanna know you. Come and talk to me, come and talk to me. I really wanna know you. Your heart. Come and talk to me. I really wanna know you. Come and talk to me, come and talk to me.
I really wanna meet you. Come and talk to me. Tell me what you've been through, yeah. Can I talk to you?
I really wanna know you.
Come and talk to me. Come and talk to you. Come and talk to me. You can put your trust in me.
I really wanna meet you.
Can I talk to you? I really wanna know you. I really wanna hear you speak. Speak to me.
Come and talk to me, come and talk to me.
I really wanna meet you.
Come and talk to me. I can feel your energy.
So sweet.
Can I talk to you?
I really wanna know you.
Come and talk to me, come and talk to me. I really wanna know your heart, your peace.
Come and tell you.
I really wanna be
Your